Hi guys, welcome back to Garage Football. Here's our live watch along for Real Madrid against Man City at the Bernabeu, Champions League semi-final second leg. First leg was an absolute epic last week with Man City winning 4-3 on aggregate. Should have been about 7-3. So here's the watch along for the second leg. Should hopefully be an absolute classic. So if you're new around here, please subscribe to Garage Football and let us know your match thoughts, comments, etc. in the live chat thread. It'd be great to read those. So once again, joined by John, who's got his own West Ham channel, JPW TV. The link's in the description below. Highly recommend you go and sub to him. So, John, thanks for joining again, mate. Another game we're covering Real Madrid. As I was saying, it was an absolute epic last week, 4-3 to Man City. What are your thoughts on tonight's second leg?
Well, to be honest with you, mate, that intro music's put me in mind for our holiday in Benidorm, mate. That's just it sounds like a Benidorm Club's song. That does,
isn't it?
Yeah. As I said to you before, we were going live. Because we were talking about doing the City games in the build-up to, through their progression of the Champions League. But I do generally think we've watched the better football with Real Madrid, PSG, and then Chelsea. And last week hasn't disappointed in any shape or form. So yeah, it's too close, too close to call. I know we'll talk about it in a minute, but the team sheet looks stronger for City than it did last week, especially from a defensive point of view. Midfield and attacking three formations of either side looks like it's going to cause a lot of pain. So again, there's going to be entertaining football. There's going to be good goals in it. So yeah, totally pumped for it. Completely pumped for it, and it should be a good build up for tomorrow night as well, for that matter, mate.
Yeah, definitely. And I think even last night that was pretty good as well. Obviously, Villarreal and Liverpool. Liverpool, I think their lead wiped out at half time. It's the two sort of Premier League journeymen in a way, in Capoue and Coquelin, who used to play for Arsenal, obviously. And then they come out trumps and play like champions, like they obviously have done all season, last few seasons. They turned it around in the second half, and that was a really good game. And obviously, last week, as we mentioned, it's got to be one of the best Champions League matches, certainly in the semis ever. You'd probably argue with the amount of goals and the end-to-end play from both sides. And somehow ended up only 4-3. It could have been 6-4, 7-4, and that's not even exaggerating.
Exactly. No, and as we were talking about it last week as well, I know we didn't use this cliche, but it genuinely could have been a proper cricket scoreline that last week. It really could have been. But this is what happens when you get two of the titans of European football. Real Madrid, obviously, for longer than Man City. But yeah, I don't think I've ever watched all the England games. I've watched all the obviously like the Premier League games I've watched throughout my entire life, and when it was League One and all the rest of it. I don't recall ever watching any game. Maybe England, Germany in Italian 90. I think that's probably the only other game that I can think of that was that enthralling to watch. I can't think of anything. Maybe some of some of the games of Euro 96, but in general, it was very, very tricky for us to talk about that game because last week, because we were just sitting there watching and just in awe of it.
Yeah.
And there's there were obviously between the three of us when Russ joined, we were able to get a conversation going. But at the start of it, there's a lot of quiet because we're just watching how brilliant this game is.
Yes, well, one of those rare games, mate, where you were absolutely stunned into silence, and obviously we like all that chat, all three of us, and like fucking speechless, mate.
Even Dennis would have been quiet, I think, out of that one.
Well, let's not push it. But, but no, it was absolutely incredible, as you say. And but if it's weird, you beat Real Madrid 4-3. But Man City, we said it last week, and we'll say it again. That they must be disappointed, mate. They're only one goal ahead.
Yeah, I mean we talked about the defensive errors from both sides, in the build-ups, and as a result of the goals. I think Guardiola was the more heartbroken because obviously after the game, watching the clips of coming out that people were recording him as every goal went in.
Yeah.
He looked a bit more disheartened than Ancelotti did, because he wants to win games comfortably. And they could have done. They really. We said at half time it could have been 5 or 6-0. 5 or 6-1 at half time last week. And I guarantee the ethos is the fact that, and because Kevin De Bruyne was being interviewed as well for that matter, and he just says we've got to defend better. I mean, no shit, man. It's a 7-3. It's a 7-goal game, but you still came out the winners. But at the same point, I totally agree. I'm sure Ancelotti said the same thing to his players in the build up to that. Just watch your spacing, keep your make sure you're in the right place at the right time. Play the offside trap more than they did beforehand, because there was hardly any offside calls, was there, in the last round? So that's a really easy way to keep City at bay. Just to have your back four totally straight and play the offside trap the entire time. But I'm sure at the same point, City will try that tactic with Real Madrid as well, especially Benzema, the golden boy of the Champions League. By from what we've seen, I haven't seen of the other goals, but I don't remember anybody else being talked about as much in this campaign as Benzema has been, especially for his he got what was it, 7 goals in 3 games at one point. And it was just madness. But again, as I'm saying about the 2 heavyweights of Europe, and it'll be interesting. And exactly as I said last week, it'll be interesting to see what the tactics are going to be as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. Before we come to that, let's go through the lineups of both sides. There's been a couple of changes for both Real Madrid and Man City. Let's start with Real Madrid, the home side first. So Courtois, as usual, in goal. Back 4 of Carvajal, Militao, Nacho, and Mendy. Midfield 3 of Kroos, Casemiro, and Modric. And the front 3 of Valverde, Vinicius, and the captain and main man who you've touched on, Karim Benzema. So Man City, again, a couple of changes. So Edison, as usual, in goal. Kyle Walker's back from injury. He starts tonight. Ruben Dias, the captain. Laporte and Cancelo's back at left back. He's back from suspension. Midfield 3 of Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and Kevin De Bruyne. And then the front 3 of Phil Foden, Riyad Mahrez, and Gabriel Jesus. So a couple of changes there for both sides, as I say. And I think a big miss for Real Madrid will be Alaba. He is on the bench, but he was expected to be ruled out for injuries on the bench, and Nacho's in his place. But, some good news for them that Casemiro is back in midfield. I think he was badly missed last week, so he'll provide some defensive solidity from a midfield point of view. Man City, as we've touched on, and we touched on it last week, that the fullbacks I think were badly missed. I mean, especially
how unprofessional not having your phone on silent. How unprofessional,
mate! It's a professional channel, mate. So in terms of Man City, obviously John Stones had to fill in at right back. He went off injured, and Fernandinho so had to bring ball on at right back. A total mismatch against Vinicius.
Felt so sorry for him, mate. I'm really not going to lie. I thought, bearing in mind for what he was able to do, I thought he did it quite well. But yes, Vinicius absolutely tore him apart in that second half specifically.
Exactly, and Cancelo's back as well. He's been absolutely phenomenal this season from that left back point of view. So, a couple of changes there for both sides. As I say, what do you make those lineups then, mate?
I like them. There's good substitutions as we're about to come on as well, for that matter. But defensively, City are better. Natural players in their natural positions, technically. The midfield 3 are not going to disappoint from either side, and likewise with, as I said earlier, about the attacking 3 as well. It's just I do think that City's defense is slightly better than Real Madrid. Slightly, we're talking fine millimeters of hair's breadth sort of levels, but yeah, it's good. And as I say, I think the substitutes are going to come in very, very handy. And as like you're saying, without having Alaba back on the bench as well, and you've got players like Marcelo who's on there as well, Jovic, Silly Bollocks is on there as well, Camavinga, it's just
Rodrigo as well.
Yeah, Vasquez to a degree, he's been all right when he's come on a couple of times for him, and then likewise, pick a number for the City bench, I mean, pretty much Sterling, Grealish, Zinchenko, Fernandinho in the midfield, Carson, Ake for that matter, Gundogan, you name it.
Yeah, so now plenty of it could come down to the subs, which wouldn't be a total surprise. And we're talking about Fernandinho could fit in at right back. Obviously, it's brilliant having Kyle Walker, obviously defensively he's okay, but he's attacking threat. It's phenomenal in his pace as well. I mean, him against Vinicius, that'd be a real titanic battle.
Yeah, bring him back to England, mate. I tell you, bring him back to the England side. It'd be great to have him in there again. But yeah, it's. I think that you're absolutely spot on there, mate. I think that's exactly the thinking behind it, and it's fortunate it's the timing for the second leg as well, for that matter. Maybe you probably could argue, bearing in mind it wasn't that much of a heavy injury that he had, but he kept him out for a few weeks. He could be on a Dawson. He could be having injections because Fernandinho just could not cope with him at all. But yeah, it will be definitely. It's going to be the old football cliche that the game's going to be won or lost in the midfield, and it's literally that with this, because once you get through either side's midfield, you've got an uphill battle to get through that defense as well. But if you do, especially the way that, for example, Mahrez caused problems for the first goal. How many players go to mark him? He uses loads of space, makes loads of space with his movement as a result. Same thing with Jesus. Same thing with Foden. Same thing with De Bruyne as well, for that matter. I mean, that ball over to De Bruyne was inch perfect for that first goal, and we were both really surprised to see De Bruyne score a header like that, because, like you were saying last week, we've never seen him score a goal like that before. Doesn't mean he can't do it, but obviously, but again, the space that he had around him, it wasn't huge, because he had very good. He came very close to getting studs on the face, but the space around him, going to the ball from Mahrez everything was perfect, absolutely perfect.
No, yeah, 100%. So, yeah, I mean, for me, in terms of the tactics, I don't see it being that different from last week. I think City will dominate the ball. They'll dominate against any side, and I don't see it being any different tonight, especially with obviously the technical players they've got on the pitch, and obviously I think the fullbacks having their attacking capabilities will help them as well. With Cancelo, who's delivering, obviously Walker with his speed going forward and ability with the ball. So I expect it to be the same. And from Real Madrid, they'll probably play on the counter with Vinicius. If you've got Benzema, you give Benzema even half a chance. I mean, that goal we scored last week, it
was unreal.
It was a joke. His first, both of them actually. His first one, the volley, which was a half chance at best, and then the Panenka penalty, which was outrageous in terms of technique, but also bottle as well.
I mean, to be honest with you, mate, we could spend an hour analysing all of his goals that we've seen. We really could. We've 9 in the competition now. Well, we've seen 9 in these 5 games.
I think so. Yeah, and he's
whatever it is, but
must got a couple on the group stage. I think he must be must have over 10.
Exactly. And it's a real gem. It's a real gem to have a striker like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. City have got the equivalents coming through. Like, for example, Phil Foden's been cracking on. Jesus is much better than he was a couple of seasons ago. You got the likes of Mahrez, who technically is an attacking midfielder rather than an actual out-and-out centre forward. Raheem Sterling as well, for that matter. You know how much I love him, but again, like with Bowen, the amount of chances he misses is unreal. But at least he's creating those chances. At least these guys are creating these chances. Because if it was like playing fantasy manager, right? This is aggregate of like 8-5. It's bonkers. It's absolutely mental. But you're absolutely right. I can definitely see Real Madrid hitting them on the counter attack, because let's face it, they're never ever going to get the ball otherwise unless they make a mistake.
Yeah.
So you make a mistake. So yeah, and I'm loving the fact that, like we're saying, there's hardly any rotations. Everybody deserves to be there, and yeah, just going to see what sort of tweaks for example, I can see Casemiro dropping back a little bit and maybe try and help the defense a little bit. Modric push on more in a number 10 role at certain points with some of their attacks, as he's known to do. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what the overall formation is for both teams at the end of this, because it's not going to be flat in any shape or form. It really won't.
No. Yeah, well, hopefully it won't be flat in formations, and the actual match itself won't be flat as a panenka, which I can't see at all. And yeah, I mean, we've touched on already. Obviously, City will be disappointed with only leading by 1 goal, but the amount of chances they create, I mean, they must be obviously heartened by that, and you'd expect them to. Well, I know they're away from home, but imagine they'll play the same and probably create as many chances as they did.
Exactly, and as you're talking about that, BT is showing the highlights of the chances as well as the goals as well, for that matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's again, it's kind of like as we said about Real Madrid against Chelsea in the second leg. Even though Chelsea were the better side, it was still a masterclass from Real Madrid. And last week it was a masterclass from City. Will Real Madrid be able to up the tempo? Oh God, he's going to be on commentary. He's not there on the pitch side. Oh, McManaman, I think I might have to mute the telly. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with, if it's going to be as fast-paced start as it was last week, or if it's going to be more of a punching, sort of like a rugby game where everyone's taking 5 or 6 minutes to see where the areas are and go for it that way. So yeah, just bloody hurry up, 8 o'clock. I want to watch it.
Yeah, unfortunately,
there is no longer time period than waiting for a game to finish. They've really started for a game to start. There really isn't. Time seems to be stretched to immemorial times when you're 10, 15 minutes away from kickoff. It's always the way. Even when you're down at watching a football game live, you're like, come on, I want to get the game going. Come on.
Pull that face as well. But I think I still get still get flashbacks from like when Fernandinho had to come on at right, but I still get flashbacks of when bless him, Pablo Zabaleta played against Newcastle under Manuel Pellegrini at West Ham, and fucking St. Maximin rips him a new arsehole for that game. Sure. Newcastle bit up at 3-2, was it? They beat us that day.
More than likely, mate. Yeah, more than likely.
Still get flashbacks. St. Maximin just running and Zabaleta just running as fast as he can. His body's not allowing him to do so.
Well, but also at the same point, that's what happens when you have a midfielder out in defence. I mean, we've seen that before with what was his name? Was it a Spanish guy that we had at right back first season under Bilic at the London Stadium? What was his name?
Well, we had a few who played at right back. We had Arbeloa and Nortvite.
Arbeloa, that's it. Arbeloa, yeah. He tried, bless him, just couldn't do it.
No, his legs are well gone. Yeah, and it's bad when you have to play Nortvite out there, and he's
got Nortvite. Jesus,
he's a holding midfielder.
Oh, yeah. Moving swiftly on. don't want those nightmares again. Thanks, mate.
Oh no, well, West Ham have moved on since then, both at right back and as a club as well. But
we've actually got 3 now. We can choose from. It's handy.
Those are the days, mate. But all right, and while we're still waiting, obviously 12 minutes to go. And what's your score prediction for tonight? And obviously, who's going to go through overall?
Such a sod. I knew you were going to say that because I said you don't do it because we can't score.
Well, I'll go first then. If you give me some.
No. I still think City are going to do it. Git. I'm going to say. I'll say maybe like a. Again, right, 2-1, have it. I know you're going to go 3-2 again, so just go on.
No. So it's City 2-1 tonight, so that'll be 6-4 in aggregate. In total. All right. Well, I think it'll be plenty of goals from both sides. I think it's going to go 3-3 tonight. So in that case, City go through just 7-6 on aggregate. So but yeah, no, obviously, I hope there's plenty of goals, and I'm, I can't see with the lineups and how both are going to play. I can't see. I mean, it might be 2-2. I don't know, but I can't see it being a 1-0 or 1-1 or something. I'd be mega surprised if that's the case.
I think the talking point, like it was last week, would be more of a factor of how the goals didn't go in rather than the goals that do actually go in. But it's just you never know. We could be sitting there and they could be going toe to toe, and and it's the end of the season, and everyone's knackered, blah blah blah, and it's a bloody Burnley on a Sunday afternoon, 0-0. It could be, you never know. You just
as Mark Goldbridge says, bloody Burnley.
you know full well he put a bet on that game. You know that, didn't you? He must have done.
Yeah, so I think, as you said, the amount of missed chances, and I think it is the end of the season. You know, both, obviously Guardiola likes to attack, and I think Ancelotti obviously has shown that over his career. He definitely does. So, and Real Madrid, you can't rule them out, especially in this competition. Obviously, they've won it so many times, and in this particular season, obviously, would anyone expect them to beat PSG and Chelsea? Probably argue not, especially after the way PSG played so well in the first leg, and for the comeback in the second leg of Bernabeu was unreal. See, Chelsea played fantastically in the last round at the Bernabeu in the second leg, but obviously Real Madrid, they had that nous and that ability to go right to the end, and obviously they come up trumps, and it helps them obviously tonight. They're at home again in the second leg, and they're only one goal on it, sorry, and it's all to play for, man.
I do think that Real Madrid played Chelsea at the best and the worst time. Because in the build-ups, in the weeks coming up to the quarterfinals of the first leg back at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea weren't Chelsea. They were all over the place. Yes, all right, they were getting the goals and a few other things, but their style of play wasn't what we knew. Like, getting beaten in the way they were that they did against Arsenal, and that's that sort of things. It's not the Chelsea, and the Chelsea that we all knew from over the last few years played in that second leg. That was 10 times better football from Chelsea. But the aggregate was the aggregate. That was the thing. And it is, and again, we'll talk about this until it comes back in. But I'm so glad that away goals has been scrapped, because it's going to come back at some point. UEFA like to throw a Spanish Spanner. That's the word. I was going to say Spaniard, but that was.
We're going to throw a Spanish Brian there as well, though.
The Spaniard in the works was what's his name? Queen's lead singer. That was his solo album project he was doing, the Spaniard in the works. That's what the album was going to be. That's why I always keep saying Spaniard in the works rather than Spaniard in the works.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Right.
Freddie Mercury's album. Yeah. But yeah, so and whereas with Real Madrid have been consistent, totally consistent. Not the days of old, as you've mentioned before, but they won La Liga with 4 games to go. They only needed a point out of one of them. Do you know any of those won? But yeah, I wouldn't be at all surprised if there's rumours about, like we were talking about the other week, that if Real Madrid do it and do go to the finals to place Liverpool, which I don't think that anybody would put bets on to happen. But if it did, and Real Madrid beat Liverpool, that's incredible. That's an incredible season for them. Winning the La Liga, winning the Champions League again. Obviously, talking to an actual Real Madrid fan might not actually think it that way, because, like you're saying, they've always won the league. They've always, it's like the Barcelona syndrome to a degree. But from an outsider's point of view, Real Madrid have been unbelievable. The football's been beautiful. City's football's been absolutely beautiful as well. And yeah, we're in for a treat.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I think it's weird that and Carlo Ancelotti, with the obviously trophies he's won, medals over the years, that in a weird way he's underrated in terms of
completely
like how he's spoken about, by fans and media alike, in terms of what he's achieved. It's phenomenal success, and it'd be total Real Madrid if they don't reach the final when he gets the sack at the end of the season. I mean, stupid. The amount of times where that's happened. I think Capello won the league one season, he got the sack, and Jupp Heynckes, before he took over at Bayern, the early 2000s, he did well in Real Madrid, he got the sack, and so I think that needs to put a little bit in perspective in terms of, obviously we've said they're not the Real Madrid of old, but still they've won the league out of Cantor, and they've got to the semis and well in it, and having to beat the quality of PSG and Chelsea. I mean, that has to be taken into account as well.
100%, mate, completely. And like I was saying, it's not easy. It's not easy. I mean, you take that penalty out of the equation. That's the comfortable result that Guardiola was looking for.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's It's beautiful football, and you can argue when people say it's never the beautiful game anymore. Last week was total proof of it.
Yeah,
and also from looking at a wider perspective, as it stands at the moment, four English teams in Europe. When was the last time that ever happened? All right, granted, we've had a new league installed this season and stuff, but Leicester in there, we're in there, and City and Liverpool. Plus we've had Chelsea thrown in that mix as well for that matter.
Yeah.
And obviously likewise.
And so it's British. If you include, if
Rangers,
British, I'd got Rangers as well. Yeah.
So including the British one. So 5 out of 8 positions in Europe being taken up by British teams. That in itself's got to be a record in itself, isn't it? Surely.
Well, I think especially that's going back to sort of mid 2000s where we absolutely were dominant especially in the Champions League. I mean, in 05, obviously Liverpool won it. 07, Liverpool got to the final. Arsenal got to the final. 06, they lost to Barcelona. 08, it was Man United and Chelsea.
Yeah.
09,
that was a great game. That was. We were talking about that the other week. It was a great game.
United played Barcelona, that dominant Barcelona side in 09 and 2011 as well. And then Chelsea obviously won it in 2012 when they beat Bayern famously.
Yep.
But then had a bit of a slow period. It was more the Spanish and German sides after that. But then we've had a renaissance in the past few seasons, which is great to see.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue that the Premier League and the SPL have had a lot to do with that. Hell of a lot to do with that, purely because better players are coming in. The prices are getting stupid, but
managers as well.
Yep, exactly. Better players are better, more technically ability players are coming in rather than 15, 20 years ago where you're just signing any dross because they play in Spain, or doesn't matter what side they are, but they're international. So it's evolved. The football's evolving. I say it every season. It's evolving, sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. But it's just probably because of the feel of how England have done on a domestic level is filtered through to all the clubs, and everyone's playing better, identifying better players, and like you're saying, better managers are stabilizing themselves in various leagues all over the world and all the rest of it. It's a good, as a football fan, I think the last time I felt this buzzing, regardless of West Ham in Europe and stuff, I generally think the buzz around this country hasn't been this high since Euro 96 with the World Cup and the Euros. All of a sudden it just completely elevated. Even the newspapers are starting to back the national side now. It's just, again, because it's the status quo. But yeah, it's just everything in football, bar the corruption of it, which is 80% of it still. Everything's getting better. It is getting better.
No, the quality's absolutely unreal. I'm just going to get a drink, mate, before we get underway. Let's go through the lineups quickly.
All right. So, Russ, hello, mate. Where are we? So, yeah, just as a recap for you guys, as you're probably seeing it anyway. So, with Real Madrid going a flat back four with Courtois in goal, Carvajal, Mateo, Nacho, and Mendy in the back four, Modric, Casemiro, and Cruz in the midfield, Vinicius Junior, Benzema, and Valverde up front. Looks like Casemiro is sitting back a little bit deeper than I originally thought. And then for City, it's Ederson in goal, Walker, Ruben Diaz, Laporte, and Cancelo in the defence. Bernardo Silva, Rodri, De Bruyne in midfield, and Mahrez, Jesus, and Phil Foden up front. So, yeah, it's interesting from both sides. And remember, Bill, let us know when you what second you pause the game on, so we can catch up with each other. Otherwise, I'm on VAR duty tonight.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Right, we about to get underway. The players taking the knee. Well, the Man City players are anyway. So Rodri kicked from left to right in this first half, and here we go. So I'll pause it about 20 odd seconds in. Now we catch up, mate, and we are underway. Ederson with his first of many touches he'll have tonight.
So when you say 20 odd, what is it exactly?
Oh, I'll let you know. When the time appears, I'll let you know. It takes a while for the graphics to come up.
It really isn't hard, people. It genuinely isn't hard. If I can do this for my bloody YouTube channel, I'm on about a billionth of the funding available that these guys do. You can have it straight away, for God's sake.
Oh, exactly. Right. I've paused it on 30 seconds exactly.
Okay, mate. So it does seem to be a little bit slightly further behind than usual for some random reason.
Yeah. Put the 50p.
I don't understand it. BT should be bloody quick. It's broadcast. It's broadcast through the internet. It's how they bloody started. I don't get how it's this fucking slow. Really don't. I mean, I used to have BT Sport when I lived over in Kingston. It was mad. It was honestly, it was. I mean, properly BT Sport. Wasn't using it on their app or nothing. It was literally just that, and it was crap. It was terrible. BT Sport 6, 7 or 8 years ago was awful. Absolutely awful. It's much better than it used to be. It is now, obviously, but in those days, it was just like you couldn't move for bloody Michael Owen. That's all it was at one point. So 30 seconds now.
All right, nice one. All right. Oh, it is that Stephen Manamon comms again tonight.
Yeah, muting.
Doing two in a row. Well, I've got mute, so I'm not really missing out on his musings. Oh, Vinicius is giving it to the crowd, cheering the crowd up. They're going to need to stay with the team tonight, Real Madrid, especially as City will dominate the boys you'd expect, and especially if City get the first goal. But it's Real Madrid with the first foray, and it's a free kick.
Honestly, why was Mahrez protesting that? Seriously, cameraman, right fucking there, boom. No, I ain't done nothing.
Oh, good stuff. Right, free kick's about to come in. I assume it's Tony Kroos on the left-hand side is going to take it.
Looks like it.
Oh, nice one. Russ going to be on in a couple of minutes. Good to hear. Ball comes in terrible. Cleared at the near post. Still got that Real Madrid back with Mendy. Oh dear. That's a brilliant presser from the front by Jesus. And it's all the way back to Courtois in the Real Madrid goal, who now clears out the pitch.
Russ, I hope you synced it with us, mate. Otherwise, it's going to be a while for you sitting there adjusting your headset while we catch up.
I mean, this is what I hate about some modern day kits. I mean, Man City are playing a prestigious semi-final.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Honestly, man, how can City get away with that and we couldn't play the Thames Ironworks logo on the anniversary? You know, it's just
that's one of the worst kits I've ever seen. Doesn't he have that badge on it? Are you joking?
That's what I'm saying, because they swapped the badge and got Man City written on the front instead. Conveniently here, actually, I was quite glad I had that because it kind of proves the point I'm talking about. But
prestigious Champions League match, and you're playing like what's essentially a training shirt.
It's not ridiculous. That, mate. It looks like pajama kit. It does, doesn't it? It looks like pajamas.
It really does.
Especially with Cancelo there with the underwarmers. Why have you got underwarmers on? It's bloody Spain, for Pete's sake.
This Cancelo, great turn, crossed in, corner. We'll see. Had a blinding start in the first leg last week, and they're obviously hoping for more of the same tonight. Kevin De Bruyne is coming over with Phil Foden. Right and left-footed players, obviously. Look at that stadium. It's obviously undergoing works at the Bernabeu, but what a stadium that is. Foden takes it back post. Headed on. That's well cleared. Militao, I think, with the header. And Benzema's got it. Does he clear it? No, he's got it still, Benzema.
I mean, the Deutsche Bank Park, mate, is beautiful as well. Honestly, their stadium is just unreal.
No, that's definitely one for the list. That's one back by Real Madrid, and they're on the attack.
Here we go. See,
Benzema's on the left, cuts inside. That's well played. Is Mendy and is Vinicius. That's going to be a Titanic battle. Him against Carl Walker down there.
Big time. Nice ball as well. Perfect idea.
Good cross in. What a ball! Oh, it's a chance. Benzema, of all people, that's who you wanted to go to. And
didn't exactly get the height on it that he needed, did he? Just a little bit too low down, but it's not far off it though. To be fair, if he hits it rather just above the temple rather than on his bald spot, then that's in the back of the net.
Yeah, with Benzema, the form is in, you expect that to get at least on target.
Exactly.
But that's the first big chance in the game. A lovely cross by Carvajal on the right hand side.
Mm.
And Benzema was all unmarked. He was in between Diaz and Laporte, but he couldn't get on target. Lovely ball by De Bruyne on the other side. Jesus keeps it. Lovely lay off.
Very well played. Very well played.
Silva. Oh, it's a great clip. Was it offside? They've stopped playing.
I don't think he was. But that's what I said, wasn't it? Right at the start, it was about Real Madrid going to have to try and play the offside trap. It's going to be very close if it is.
Handball.
Oh, handball. Right, okay.
Handball. Good decision by there.
We can never tell nowadays because they put their arm up for fucking everything, don't they?
Well, yeah, exactly. And plus, obviously, really pretty slow on the replays. They don't show the VAR replays, do they? So you guess
because after time they're bloody wrong. That's why.
yeah, not half. Mate.
Premier League haven't learnt that trick yet.
Yeah, well, at least in the Premier we sort of have a rough idea what they're looking at, but UEFA absolute shutouts on that. Anyway, he's back with the live action, and it's Real Madrid win it back.
Oh, nice idea.
Good ball. Here we are. Here's the battle. Vinicius against Walker. Walker's kept up with him.
Done him again.
Oh, good play.
Perfectly done him.
Well defended anyway. If it's Foden that held back.
Yeah.
And Rodri back there. Oh, what fucking hell. Edison won his trademark late clearances and he got away with it in the end.
Absolutely, mate. And also for that, Matt, looks like Vinicius came very close to having no more kids by the looks of him. The way he was sliding in.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to be a little bit high when he gets up.
Bernardo Silva with a lovely ball out wide. Is Mahrez plays back to Rodri. He's had another stellar season, Rodri, in that midfield. Bernardo Silva, plenty of space for Cancelo. Don't give that space to him. Cuts inside. Back to Bernardo Silva. Back out to Cancelo. Been mastered by Carvajal. Oh, he does this.
Nice one. Shame I didn't pull off, but
it's one of those FIFA manoeuvres. L2 and right analog stick. That was
what I used to call the Anderson manoeuvre, where he tries to pass to himself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just seeing that replay from Edison. Oh God, Vinicius like inches away.
Close. That is so close. That's half a second. I know it looks longer because it's replay and stuff, but that's half a second.
That's Formula One, like 0.3.
Exactly. Yeah.
Free kick for C, and this De Bruyne's been fouled. Arguing with the ref, could it be a yellow? Have a look. If it's Casemiro with the foul, and it is, scissor.
Yeah.
Once he gets away with that one, it is a yellow. It's definitely a definite foul. Should be a yellow. And here's Russ. All right, Russ.
There you go. The Pizza Hut. Your Pizza Hut menu's ready, mate.
Mate, you've had a week to say that. You only just got.
I know, but I wanted to be on with you guys, didn't I? I haven't got JP's WhatsApp, so I couldn't do it to him.
You didn't do it on the video either, for that matter, mate.
Put it in the private chat. Have you seen any of the early action, Ross, so far?
Vaguely, I saw just what happened. I had to walk out, and suddenly they were punching, headbutting each other.
Well, Casemiro fouled De Bruyne with that scissor kick. I haven't seen a yellow been awarded yet. Yeah. But sort of different players. Modric and Laporte were going at it.
Oh, that slap. That's why.
And they've both been yellow carded.
Oh, get up! It's not that hard.
Yeah, been a bit of a mad. But
you're on the same time as us, Ross. Yeah.
Hang on. I'm on 9:25.
Yeah, we're on 9:30, 8:30 at the minute.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. I've got to wait for JP, haven't I?
All right.
Yeah, the hamster's fallen off his internet wheel, isn't it, again?
Blame BT Sport for that, mate. As I said earlier, that that's all they broadcast on the internet, so it shouldn't be this bloody slow. So what time have you paused it on?
9:25.
All right, so we're only 30 seconds behind, so. That's the ironic thing. I've got bloody BT internet as well, so you'd think that the two together would be on relatively quick speed, but no.
Well, after all that waiting, the free kick went straight to Courtois.
Yeah.
Anyways,
What are you at now?
9:20.
20.
So I'll let you know on 35. It's no problem.
25. 26.
That's right. I'm only 3 seconds ahead of you now.
9:30.
You impatient little nerk.
I'll fast forward it then.
What's it? 9 minutes and 40 now we're on.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, did you see that chance a couple of minutes ago with Benzema, Russ?
No, I didn't, mate.
For Benzema, mate, he's been taking half chances for fun in this competition, and Carvajal with a lovely cross, and he was in between Diaz and Laporte. It was unmarked, and he headed it over. Hit the top of his head. If it hit right in his middle of his forehead, I think that's certainly on target anyway.
What were your predictions beforehand?
Well, I went for 3-3 on the night, so City to go through 7-6.
And I went 2-1, so that'd be a 6-4 aggregate. Yeah. So we're both backing City, to be fair, but
yeah. What do you think, Russ?
It's hard, isn't it? I don't know.
It's tough. It's very tough.
See, this is why I said to you, Bill, we don't ask for the score, just who's going to go through.
Yeah. Well, even that's still a hard thing because Real Madrid, as we said, they never back down. They're brilliant in this competition, and they've beaten PSG and Chelsea against the odds, you'd say. And why can't they go again tonight? They're at home. There's no. Wouldn't be a great shock if they actually won tonight.
Modric.
Did you see any of the game last night?
No.
I watched it all, mate. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Emery was doing a fucking masterclass at half time. And then Villarreal, they played the complete opposite. They played like they did in the first leg. Ball comes in. Oh, it's another chance.
Again.
Oh, it's Benzema again. 2 chances in opening 12 minutes. Great play for Valverde on this right-hand side. This Carvajal plays him in. Lovely first-time ball. Hits it, just bounces before him, but still, he hits it over. Oh, Benzema hit.
Top of his foot there, isn't it? He's trying to hook it in, and it just...
Yeah. Oh, expect better from him, but still, there'll be early encouraging signs for Real Madrid. They've had the early chances.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lovely ball by Valverde. First time ball put in. That's what you do. Put it in the space, and Benzema will be there somewhere. He won't be out wide, drifting out wide.
I was going to say he won't be that far out, mate. No,
he'll be around the penalty spot.
Yeah.
You put the ball in there, it will never find the space, or we'll get the movement ahead of the defenders, which is done twice.
Joe Hart special that though, wasn't it? Straight to the audience.
Straight to the ball, boys.
Yeah. I must admit, I don't like seeing those coverings. It's a shame people can't be sitting in there, but
yeah, well, they're revamping the stadium, aren't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I agree.
Just COVID throwbacks. That's the problem.
Yeah, not half, mate. Well, at least they're actually playing in their own stadium, and didn't last season they played it in one city, didn't they?
Yeah.
And it was the semis were over just one game, weren't they?
As it used to be in the old days, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. So at least it's back to some sort of normality anyway. With Militao to Carvajal, lovely ball. Ooh. Casemiro with is that a good ball? Nah, good idea.
For that, but yeah.
Walker heads it back sensibly back to Ederson. Just wait for City to get into life, really. Not that they've played badly, but no chances so far. Russ, I don't know if you've seen the lineup, but for Real Madrid, Alaba is on the bench. He was going to be ruled out for injury, but it's Nacho in his place. I mean, that for me, that's going to be a big miss for Real Madrid. I know Alaba made a mistake for one of the goals last week, but overall, he's been a very consistent performer.
Yeah, he's not bad, is he? But as you say, he did have a bit of a torrid time, but then most teams will against that forward line from Man City. So
yeah. But I think the big plus is Casemiro back in midfield. That's a huge plus for Real Madrid. As I know, he got away with that foul, but that typifies the way he plays. He's obviously the more defensively minded than Kroos and Modric, obviously. Ball played in by Bernardo Silva. He's Foden is dropped deep. Good play out to De Bruyne. Walker's out in space if he wants to.
What a shot.
Bruyne, oh! It's their first shot in anger for sitting it straight at Courtois, unfortunately, for them.
A lot of space there, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was. Hit it well. Stinging shot, but Courtois, comfortable save.
Well, they got it back, City.
Oh, well back. Oh, it's De Bruyne with a not a great
Both losing the balls there.
Very unlike him.
Yeah. Not just that, Modric lost the ball just in the build-up to that as well. So very unlike both the pair of them.
What a ball!
It's Vinicius.
Oh, what a control!
No, they run through him like they did last week.
Oh yeah,
spacing.
Oh, good, great interception by Cancelo. He read the ball. They're trying to find Benzema.
Absolutely read that inch perfect once again.
Anticipation of the highest order by Cancelo. Obviously known for his attacking play this season, but that was defensively very solid. I have to see that. I wonder if that initial pass was offside. Obviously, that irrelevant because it didn't lead to anything. But that's going to be a battle over us. Me and JP have been saying Vinicius and Kyle Walker down Madrid's left-hand side. Talk about speed on both counts.
Yeah, definitely. I've never really seen much of Vinicius until we actually been watching these games.
Same. I knew of him and I knew he had good ability, but seeing him, well, not live, obviously we're not there, but watching him on watching the full match, I think he's well worth the hype, 100% from what I've seen. There's no doubt about it.
And just imagine what we'd be talking about if we were sitting there now. I mean, properly seeing his movements and the stuff that we don't get to see because of the camera angles and all the rest of it.
Yeah, no, he's very. I think obviously he's got his pace, he's got this trickery, but I think I think the timing of his runs is very intelligent. The way he goes out to in and in to out, his movements as well. He's not very one-dimensional from what I've seen as well. Just a real top player, and he's only young as well. It's only going to get better.
The way that he reads the phases as well is just it's unreal. It really is. And
it's a shame.
It's almost like someone's got like with Messi. When Messi was younger, it's like someone's got a magnet under the pitch and are putting him in the right place every single time because he's there 100%.
Well, it's this football and it's game awareness, it's football intelligence, which we've talked about. Poor control.
Exactly what I was talking about. Completely just looked like nothing was doing, and then he started to run because he could see the ball was going to get lost, and then all of a sudden he's now started this passing move. Wow, come on.
Well played by Toni Kroos there. But we've said it before though, lads. Like some players never have it. One being Ross Barkley, we've mentioned before, who never has and never will have that in-game intelligence. But Vinicius has got it in abundance for someone so young.
Yeah, Barkley was one of those. He never
potential. Here he is, Vinicius. That's the third attempt that's gone over the bar for Real Madrid.
Yeah,
every single one. Rugby there for a second.
So City initially defended well, but end up with Vinicius a hit on the volley on the left foot.
What a ball that is! I mean, it's just.
It's clear by Laporte.
And again, in the right place at the right time, but just again scooped it like Benzema did a few minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly. Good chest control. Just hits on the outside of his left foot, hence why it went over. But the right idea, though. But it's a shame from a Real Madrid point of view that they haven't got anyone on the ability-wise, anyway, the level of Vinicius or Benzema on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, look, Valverde's a decent enough player, but the drop-off between Vinicius and Benzema and then Valverde, that's quite stark, I think.
Mate,
Man City have got it all over the pitch, haven't they, really?
Well, exactly, yeah.
But can you imagine Vinicius in the City side? Jesus Christ.
Oh, God. Well, I mean, it's frightening that it looks like Haaland's going to join him next season.
Yeah,
I mean that is.
But I'm just saying for the purposes of this conversation.
Yeah,
that's almost That's adult channel football, that isn't it? That's total porn.
I could imagine him in a Magpie shirt though at some point.
None of those stupid moves are ever going to happen. And the reason why, because Bill, we've seen that shit time and time again. You just know it's as the old cliche goes, a season ticket renewal bait and all the rest of it, isn't it?
Oh, it's one back by Foden. Good cross.
Ball in.
Well defended.
Not far.
Oh, what a ball that is!
What a save!
Nice. Great save.
Anger for Man City, and it's Bernardo Silva with the effort. They all come from that brilliant ball by De Bruyne. Silva hit it right-footed. Yeah, good.
He could have done much more than that, to be honest.
The ball's actually almost getting away from him as well. That's how
it was. Had to keep his
eye
on
his technique is.
But luckily, his feet, his movement was in the right position. He'd be able to palm that one away. Corner for Man City. I can't get over how terrible that kit is. By the way.
I don't like. I was just about to say, what's it got the name Man City across it for?
Oh shit! It's absolutely shocking, Russ. Terrible. Corner comes in.
I've only just noticed that. It's horrible.
Yeah, they've had it. Yeah, they've won it a few times this season, haven't they?
Yeah.
It gets worse every time.
That's how well known you are. You have to have your flipping
name
of your club on your shirt.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking training ground one, doesn't it?
Oh, it's got to be just for sponsorship and people tuning in, isn't it? It's got to be in foreign markets. It's got to be. It's the only reason I could think of it.
Oh, unless the designer just had a lazy day.
Just clip art, Man City on it.
Clip art, word art as well.
Fucking Microsoft Paint is nearer the point.
Yeah, nothing fancy like Photoshop or whatever. No, it's fucking Paint, isn't it?
Clip art.
That's the thing, Russ. It's a prestigious. Oh, we'll come back to that. De Bruyne, load of space for Walker. Here we go. Him against Mendy. Cross comes in.
Too heavy.
Not a great one. But yeah, saying to JP, Russ, before you come on, the prestigious Champions League semi-final, we're playing at the Bernabeu, Real Madrid, and you've got a terrible shirt that they're wearing. It's fucking
you're running out in your pajamas, basically, isn't it? That's what it looks like. It's
tin pot, mate. But anyway, at least
they're all wearing it, aren't they? Even the coaching staff are wearing it. Expo or something or other. I don't know. Money in it.
That's the sponsorship. That's the because the jackets, the training jackets for that. Yeah.
Oh, it's coming up to 22 minutes. Well, there hasn't been any goals so far, especially compared to the first day, but has been short of incidents so far.
Just nothing really, not properly on target. I mean, we've had a couple of City shots on target, but nothing really.
Nothing on the score sheet.
Exactly. Nothing really to talk about.
A few efforts for Real Madrid. Bernardo Silva, good turn.
Great turn.
Oh, De Bruyne. It was in. Oh, wide. Who was that? Jesus. It was.
Jesus, yeah.
He decided what you're doing.
He's been red hot form. This is a good effort. Bernardo Silva did great.
Such a tight angle he's got as well to try and control it. Watch. Just look at that. It's just.
Oh yeah. Tried to whip it. Did exactly the right idea, but hit the stanchion. Didn't hit the post. Hit the stanchion. So.
It's because of those two players coming towards him at the time. That's the only angle he can take, and.
It was a good effort for Jesus. He's starting to get into it, man. Man City had a couple of shots last minutes. It's ball played for by Vinicius, but doesn't.
A little bit too ambitious, that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who do you want to win, lads?
Personally, for the shithousery, I'd love Real Madrid to do it, but I just guts will say in. Or do you mean the final?
Well, no, as I said, I think we talked about it last week. I'm not a fan of two teams from the same country being in the final.
No, agreed.
Normally, I would agree with you, Russ, but I think the quality and the amount of goals that Liverpool and Man City both score and the way they both play, I think it'd be slightly different.
Because it's not going to be like Liverpool Spurs, is it? It's nowhere near going to be like that.
Exactly. So I think, it'd be a fantastic match no matter who goes through.
Because Bill, we were saying in the build up to the game last week, if Guardiola can't do it, it's a big blot on his CV.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's
Only
won
ever
practically,
won it,
he's won practically everything
Arsenal.
else with City, just not the Champions League.
Exactly. Good. Mahrez, well headed away. I think it was it Casemiro filling in there?
Looked like it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
But
fine.
I think Real Madrid Liverpool will be a great final, but I think City Liverpool will be a great final as well. So
yeah. Yes. Yeah. There's De Bruyne getting more involved. Oh, well tracked back. I think it was Valverde back there.
Mm-hmm.
But here we go. City starting to get that possession.
It's relentless, isn't it?
Yeah, they're starting to dominate the ball again, mate. And you just know it's a matter of time before City will get on the score sheet. When's the last time they were kept out by a side? Trying to think. They have to go about a while, I think.
Mm.
Is Rodri? That's well played out to Walker. Oh dear, that's a heavy touch. Oh dear, oh dear.
Ooh, whoa.
Well, Diaz had to track back there. Heavy
Great
touch.
idea from him. Great idea.
That's fast. Great play. Oh, Vinicius is
Ooh.
right though. Goes down. Oh, what's the
Yeah,
free?
he bought that.
He was looking for it, but then the refs.
Big time.
Yeah, refs giving it to him. But that all stemmed back from Walker's poor touch earlier. De Bruyne did win it initially. Tried to win it again.
Oh,
Gets his heel there and then
he's
Or we catch him on the foot, I think.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, he does.
It does make a meal of it, but
9 for
100%, mate.
style
100%.
points.
oh my god, it's as if a sniper was in the stand. But
Was that 6.5?
7 for style.
oh yes, let's round it up. I'm going to be generous. 7 out of 10. Yeah.
Anton Tonioli. 7.
Right. Chance for Real Madrid.
Glenn Goodman. 7.
7. Right, Kroos going to take it. Free kick, marksman. About 25 yards out, just to the left of the penalty area. Here we go.
You know what, actually?
Oh, not far away.
Slight deflection on the way out.
Just to come off the
And
wall, did
going
it?
in, I think.
Yeah.
Have a look.
Watch.
Yeah, the wall did its job.
Yeah,
Come off.
just hits him. Just hits Mahrez. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the wall did its job there. So well done the wall and Edison with position in the wall as well. So Kroos going to take this corner. Last couple of corners haven't been that brilliant, unlike him. So be looking for something better. Got plenty of good headers of the ball. You got Nacho, Benzema, of course, Militao, who've come up from the back.
If you say Nacho,
Even these guys like, come on, get on with it, man. Benzema's like, come on.
Here we go. Gone to the back post this time.
Oh,
well by Walker.
You could see that.
They've won the free kick. Walker deserved that. That was a level like salmon to win that ball.
You could just see the way it was curving. It was only going one way.
Yeah. Just checking Bonifizzo should be okay. That's a fantastic header. If it was Militao who was trying to get the header for a Real Madrid point of view, yeah, kept his eye on. That was really good defending.
Yeah.
Deserved to get the free kick.
It's just more the way he fell rather than anything else.
Yeah.
Technically, Vinicius gets his arm. It doesn't really get anything higher up than that, but
that's a bit of a breaking play for the time being. But yeah, it's been, as I say, no goals yet, but the quality's been there from both sides. You have to say.
Rangers, Leipzig.
2 good games tomorrow. 3 if you include Roma and Leicester in the conference.
Leicester are terrible at the moment.
Well, they're saving their form for the Conference League, eh?
I hope we are saving our form for Europa, mate. I tell you, I really hope we are.
Definitely.
It was a turgid match at the weekend, wasn't it? The first 40 minutes, I said to Bill, it was just like it's a training match. Neither team wanted to do anything.
Yeah, agreed. Apart from fall on the floor.
It's just horrible. It's just like one of those end of season matches and nothing's left to play for.
It certainly felt like that, mate. Definitely. Come on.
It's back with Modric. Plays it back to.
I think that's the most we've seen Modric on the ball at one game yet, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, he's got to be careful. He got a yellow, didn't he?
True. Yes.
So him and Laporte, actually. Sorry, him and Laporte got to be careful. Balls play forward.
Oh!
It's Diaz with the interception there to win that one.
Inches again. Inches.
Where's Casemiro playing? Is he playing in midfield?
Yeah, he's playing him.
And a lot of defending.
Well, yeah, that's.
I did say that at the start. I kind of thought that he was going to be sitting back to help out. I wasn't expecting it to be that much, though.
Well, yeah. Well, with the amount of playmakers in City's midfield, he's got his work cut out.
Absolutely.
It was no wonder that City had all that space in midfield in the first leg without Casemiro in the Stein lineup. It was frightening how much space they had.
Well, I would be very surprised if you got equals odds on 0-0 at 30 minutes in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just been the finishing of what that's let the sides down, I'd say, especially from a Real Madrid point of view. You'd expect
bloody Burnley.
It's always bloody Burnley. Yeah, Burnley have been memed, didn't they? They got the in-betweeners movie. Burnley can fuck off, and then you got Mark Goldberg. It's always bloody Burnley.
And isn't it Burnley fans that that episode of Benidorm as well? Is it Burnley fans?
Oh, I don't know. I've not watched it, mate.
Or was it Blackburn? It's one of the two.
Blackburn,
How can you not watch Benidorm?
Oh no!
Your research for your holiday.
I know. I'll use it.
Don't talk to him about what he hasn't bloody watched. That's the 6-hour conversation about.
You've got to go and see Sticky Vicky when you're out there.
Oh my god! and they're like a Star Wars show or something as well out there. There's something else.
I don't know.
Something like that. It might be something else, but yeah. Anyway, back to the the action on the pit on this game rather.
Yeah, moving on from Bill's pop culture knowledge. Yeah.
That's got to be a foul, isn't it?
Mate,
got to pull that back.
Play on. Ref will play on, yeah.
Oh, he's injured.
Oh, dear.
Oh, he's injured. Oh,
both down now.
Oh, please give me a yellow. Oh, better roll around.
Play on if there's no head or chest injury.
Absolutely.
Jeez.
And then the boy
just take the advantage.
Score. The boots out of play. Yeah, well, it's Casemiro down for Real Madrid. Who's down for City?
It's got to be foul there. It's got to be
Foden. Yeah.
He fouled. Yeah. He can get a yellow for that, couldn't he? Oh, better roll around.
Actually,
oh no.
Yeah. No, again, the way the legs come together, that's
two blatant fouls that Casemiro's done in this first half. So surely he'll get a booking at some point.
Granit Xhaka would have been sent off by now.
God, 3-game ban by now.
Wasn't he playing at left back for you guys a couple of weeks back? Xhaka.
Yeah, because what happened was that Tavares, he had a mare, didn't he? He's such a he's not a defender by any means. I think he's a winger, but he's classed as a left back. But he had such a mare against. Who was it? He had a mare against.
Is it Man United, wasn't it?
I think it was Crystal Palace.
Before that.
Palace away, yeah, I remember. He got subbed off.
And he got hooked at half time.
Yeah,
and Xhaka played left back. Yeah, he played left back as United, I think.
That Tavares, he reminds me a bit of. Remember when you had Santos?
Oh, Andre Santos. Yeah.
The magical Santos.
Fish and chips, man. Yeah. He loved fish and chips. He left 2 stone heavier than when he joined. He was always down the road near Arsenal, always in the fish and chip shop, apparently.
And when he the one who swapped shirts with Robin Van Persie?
Yeah, half time. Yeah.
I think. I remember that.
Yeah, Jesus.
Bennett. Yeah.
I'll never forget that in a hurry.
Yeah, he was one of the players we signed. Well, I don't think he signed when Arteta signed. So after we got absolutely battered at Old Trafford, we bought Arteta, Mertesacker, Andre Santos. I can't remember who else. I think there was a couple of other players as well. Yeah, it was about 5 players we bought.
Well, some of them did. Some of them, like Arteta, actually played pretty well, but others, like Santos, not so much.
Mertesacker was good as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he's one of them where he's a good player, but it just didn't suit the Premier League. I think.
Yeah,
it was too quick for him. Too quick for him.
Yeah, but he got good ground in the Bundesliga. I mean, as Bundesliga's pretty much second to the Premier League with sort of physicality and stuff like that.
Yeah,
the way they play. So yeah, he was a good player. I thought he scored in cup final as well. I think he only played.
Looking at that replay of Benzema, man, there's no surprise he's limping. That ball went straight for his. Jesus Christ, always limping. It's like,
hit the crown jewels,
70, 80 mile an hour that ball would have travelled. Christ.
Like a Stuart Broad would have been.
Run it off, mate. Fine.
Magic sponge, eh?
Massage at half time.
No, that's what they call a happy ending, Ross.
Well, it might be in 10 minutes. You never know.
If he gets a hat trick again, then definitely. All right, so 10 minutes to go to half time. Somehow it's only 0-0.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed.
Chances aside, it's not really been that much of a midfield battle either, has it? It's just, I don't know. It's just too much respect for each other and the scoreline, maybe.
Possibly, yeah. I think but they don't need to throw everyone forward, and Real Madrid I think are going to sit in and wait. I think if they get a goal before the hour, then that's a bonus. But if not, I think they're just going to wait and.
Well, the longer it goes on, Madrid have to get a goal, don't they?
Yeah, completely.
Of course, yeah. That's a lovely ball by De Bruyne. Is Mahrez? Oh, what a run by Mahrez! Mahrez again! Unlucky.
He's getting a bit too cocky there. He's trying to pass it 3 players.
Great run by Mahrez though on that right hand side.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite fall for him at the end.
But that's what I'm saying. He ran into the danger. He ran into it rather than just continuing down the right hand side where there's hardly anybody there.
What a ball! What a ball! Oh, that's a foul. Come on, that is a foul
all day long.
That's a foul.
Well, ref's not giving
every
it.
right to be agreed.
Book him then.
Tell Vinicius to get up. Yeah.
Yeah, book him if you think it's a dive.
Well, that'd be one to watch again on the replay. Looked
VAR don't watch things.
I think that was quite a 50-50. I think Walker got away with that.
That's a push, definitely.
100% a push.
No way, definitely. And it's a Man City throw. Surely they're going to show it again. Here we go.
He's literally just elbowed him out of the way.
Oh yeah.
that's not a coming together by any means.
Yeah,
no.
Walker.
Go away. Go away.
Still on the attack though.
A lot of strength, and he's just swatted him away basically.
Swatted him like a fly.
Yeah, that's just with his elbow as well. Like, go on.
Yeah, but you have to be aggrieved there. He ought to be.
Oh yeah,
100%. If he hadn't made a meal of that foul earlier, I think that's given. To be honest with you, I really think it is.
Yeah, I think Walker got away with that
completely. Look, this is.
It's just unhappy. I think you can understand why, to be honest. Anyway, he's back with the live action.
Just before that started, you see Modric trying to lift the crowd to get him motivated.
This Jesus back to De Bruyne. Cancelo. Oh, Bernardo Silva. Deflection. Well, Mendy does really well actually with that header. Is De Bruyne. Oh, lovely turn. Back to Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. That corner, is it? Yep.
Yeah, it should be.
Yes, we're slightly behind. What, we're 30 seconds beyond the live feed? Yeah, about that. It's De Bruyne to take this corner. We've had a few City in this first half. It's Laporte. Laporte's asking for it. Foden, De Bruyne over this corner again. Foden takes it back post. That's well headed away. It's back with Edison.
Go on, Benzema.
Is it first time for once? Oh, he's Foden. Shoots. Oh, good save.
Ooh.
Very good save. It was right foot left by Foden. He hit that straight away. Probably didn't have a lot of time to get himself set, but it was a lovely save.
That's lovely playing it out.
And Real Madrid have done well to get themselves out of that situation.
Big time.
Oh, come on.
Oh, what a ball. Here we go. It is Vinicius.
That's got
Benzema running in.
Oh, what a challenge by Walker.
Perfect.
That one won't have found. That was in perfect. He had to time it perfectly. That's the first time really they've gone hammer and tong at each other down with on the ball rather.
Legally,
yeah. Just seen that shot by Foden again on the replay. Hit it brilliantly. That's
so good, so good. That first touch as well was just unreal.
Fantastic. 5 minutes to go to half time. Here's Kroos with another corner from Real Madrid. Ball comes in. Oh, well headed away. Laporte it was with the header. Shot from the box. Oh, well blocked again. Or was a counter on for City if they play it right.
Big time. And it
the
does
point
look like that's going to happen.
God.
Oh, how's it?
Oh, Modric. What?
Luca.
How old is this boy? It's almost as quick as I am.
Yeah, did well there, Modric, to keep up with De Bruyne, who's no slouch himself.
So what do you guys reckon for added time? Because we're coming up to it, aren't we? So what do you reckon?
1 minute.
Two or three. Walker was down for a bit, wasn't he?
Yeah. I'll probably bat 2, I reckon. Russ, what are you saying?
2 or 3, yeah.
About 2. I'll go with you, JP. I'll split the difference, 2.5.
As a guy that watches my channels every now and again, he comes on for the live. When I'd say for that, he goes 2 minutes and 48 seconds and all this sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, I was like that. Yeah,
brilliant.
Cracks me up.
Still
it's
time.
Dirty Den tonight, anyway.
Well, he's busy because he's got.
Oh, of course, he's got his finger.
Canvassing, isn't
he?
Yeah. So it might come on later. But
telling he's just had dinner again. Come on.
Slowing it down, Real Madrid to pass it forward now. Is Modric. Oh, good ball. Vinicius on the left. Oh, Morris of all
great
people.
Interception.
Brilliant challenge.
Great.
Very good proud of that one. Walker is out the pitch. You lost a few minutes. Real Madrid starting to get their foot on the ball.
Come on.
Oh, lovely ball by Mendes. Benzema.
Oh,
like it. Oh,
that's unlucky.
Oh, he's offside.
Not looking his day, is it? It's not looking his day. Slightly offside there, was he?
Yeah, it was off, I think. Yeah, he was off. But even
Yeah.
so, still expecting to bury it, eh?
Like you say, mate, he's been taking half chances. Well, not even that, fucking quarter chances all tournament.
I'll tell you what, that save is even better. I get from a quarter off from Foden stuff. That was dipping low.
Yeah.
It's hard to get those shots there dip on the way down, and it did well to actually not only get a hand to it, but claw it away as well. Oh, that's a good tidy throw. Oh, well defended by Laporte for a goal kick. Well, JP, I think my 3-3 prediction, I think it's going to be a bit optimistic for the second half.
Mate, you never know, because they might go all guns blazing second half, like PSG did against.
Well, you never know, mate.
Or sorry, Real Madrid did against PSG. Just all of a sudden, just switched it on and boom.
Yeah.
As I say, the longer it goes on, they have to score.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you just
genuinely, Real Madrid have been the better side. They really have been the better side. It's just not been able to take the chances that either side have been given. That's the thing.
No.
I mean, exactly. I mean, like, possession's been 50-50, 5 shots apiece, none on target for Real Madrid, but 4 on target for City.
City, yeah.
So you could say from that side of things that Man City have been the better side because they used to have had shots on target. But I just think Real Madrid's play's been better. It really has been. Slightly less tempo than City's, but it has been better.
Yeah, now I've played some good football. Real Madrid just need to, had a few chances. Needed to create some more, obviously. But his first half's not over yet. He's Mendy on the overlap.
Here he comes.
Just wait for support. He's Vinicius. Good touch.
Space.
Oh, Kroos flying in there. Trying to get up by the ref.
Yeah, because what do you think, man? He went down like a starfish, all his legs and arms out like that.
Mahrez with a terrible ball. De Bruyne is going absolutely mental at him. You can understand why.
That was shocking. That was shocking.
Ball.
Yeah. Anyway, up the other end is Benzema, Modric, Vinicius.
Oh,
Vinicius.
Through the people again.
Oh, it was Casemiro, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it might be. Yeah, he's Mendy anyway.
Crosses
right footed.
2 minutes.
City done well there to defend that one.
Yeah, 2 minutes of added time. So we did call it. Well, you didn't, Russ. Shut up.
What's going with you?
You said 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
Well, that still might be the case. Ref gives it a bit.
It will be now with that little dive, yeah.
And that passion played led to nothing then from Real Madrid. Man City defended that pretty well, actually, I've got to say. Got bodies back. There's one more chance, you're saying, this half is Walker. Got De Bruyne in support. Plays it back, though, to Diaz, the skipper, tonight. De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva. Still got, though, is De Bruyne. And again, he's done well. Cuts inside. Shoots. Oh, Jesus, that is one over.
That's nothing but anger out of that, isn't it? It really is an angry strike.
Yeah. Well, it might take deflection, I think. Yeah, it must have done. The players are still up there. Yeah, it was a corner. Yeah. It's going to send us
Real Madrid. Real Madrid park staff just subtly reminding how many times they've won it. 13 on the flag there.
Yeah, Foden takes it. That's well headed away. One more chance of City, you'd think. Always De Bruyne. Cross. Oh, headed behind by Real Madrid. Should have cleared that one. There's about 3 players.
I held my breath then because I thought that was going in the goal for a second.
Oh, not great communication. I should have cleared it. Madrid, but it's a cheap corner given away.
Very.
Benzema's determined to score no matter where.
This is Mike Dean. Whistle's gone.
Yeah, there we are.
Really fucking annoyed me, that did.
There we are. So it's 0-0 at half time. I didn't think I'd be saying that at half time. So it's on the night. It's Real Madrid 0, Man City 0. I mean, Russ, what did you make of that first half, mate?
I missed the first 10 minutes. I didn't see most of that, but from what I've seen, I think it's hard to gauge really because obviously Man City seem more intense when they've got the ball, but Madrid have had more chances, I would say, catching them on the counter attack. They should have had a free kick. I think Vinicius was taken out, I think, by what's his name? Can't remember. Walker, that's it. Yeah. I always forget his name. Yeah, I think that should have been a foul, but yeah, it wasn't a penalty or anything, but he could have got a decent free kick out of it. But yeah, I think for my money, Madrid have been the better side. They are at home, but as I said, the longer it goes on, they've got to score. So Man City are in the driving seat.
Yeah, exactly. And for you, JP?
Yeah, pretty much echoing what Russ, you've just said then, and what I said a few minutes ago. Real Madrid have played the better football, just not been able to take any of their chances whatsoever. City are playing not even, I wouldn't even say like first gear really, in comparison to how we normally see them, not just because of last week, but how we normally see them in general. But it could be like I'm saying, it could be tactical. It could be the fact that just keep it even Stevens at half time and then go all out in the second half. And if Guardiola doesn't say that to the side, I'd be very, very surprised because Yeah, this is. But Russ, as you're saying, mate, it is. You can tell that Real Madrid have been playing better because the fans are cheering them on a little bit more. Even though Modric is trying to get them the pump up as well, but being the home side's always got an advantage, especially in a lovely stadium like that. And even with the works getting on, there's still a shitload of thousands of people egging them on. So, but it's just something. Yeah, it's just something about City's side that doesn't really show the form that we're used to seeing. So maybe Guardiola needs to change it a little bit, sort of rejig the tactics a bit, and just tell them, as like I say, just tell them to go all out.
Yeah, exactly. I think what in the previous round, the quarters in the second leg, that was 0-0. Maybe it's shades of that, where they had to show a bit of ticker, as the Australians would say, and obviously after that come a job with their tactics and how they play and stuff. So, but yeah, I think that in that particular second, City showed their bottle and a different way of playing. But I think City have played well in spells tonight. I've had a couple of efforts on target, Bernardo Silva being one of them, and Foden had a great effort that was well kept out by Courtois. Yeah. But yeah, I think in terms of the bigger chances, I mean, while they haven't got any on target from Real Madrid, they'd be really disappointed, actually, especially as two of them fell to Karim Benzema, and you'd expect them to gobble at least one of them up. But yeah, I won't say gilt-edged opportunities, but two chances where you think, well, at least get him on target, and he failed with both of them, which is very unlike him. But for me, Vinicius has probably been the best player on the pitch, I'd say. He's been a real threat from a Real Madrid point of view down that left-hand side. It's been a good battle for him and Kyle Walker, and just got to keep giving him the ball. Especially as you think that Laporte's plays on the left-hand side of the back four, but I mean, if he keeps running at Walker and Diaz, then I think they're going to pick up yellows eventually. You like to think. Well,
like you're saying, mate, with Modric and Laporte already being on yellows as it is, that could easily play into either sides of because I think if anything, Laporte's probably going to get a bit more caught out than Modric will be in the second half, because Modric is great at finding the spaces, but none of them want to get sent off, so it's going to make it that little bit more spicier, I reckon. Yeah, no, I think so, and I think it's obviously hasn't had the drama and excitement of last week, but it's still been pretty absorbing. It's been good to watch. There's been good possession. There's been good passing and movement. It's just the more the shots on. Well, it's the lack of shots on target from a Real Madrid point of view. And Man City have had a few efforts, but nothing where like Courtois was meant to pull off any world class saves. I mean, it was a good save from Foden's effort, but I mean, we expect him to save it with the keeper of his caliber. But was it Mahrez's attempt earlier as well? We did that Superman save on the other side of the goal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. So I think was it Jesus? It might have been.
Sorry, Jesus. Yeah, sorry, Jesus.
Yeah. Sorry, no, you are right. I think Jesus's effort that went weird show to whip it, and it just went, it hit the stanchion. I think both times have gone close. But I think it might be one of them where it's one goal will make this game really explode, and make it more end-to-end sort of classic. Albeit the standard has been pretty decent, but it's just there's no goals to speak of just yet.
But with a 0-0, we've got talking. We've got talking points. Yeah. That was the thing. That's again just shows the caliber of both sides. But yeah, as the cliche goes, next goal decide the game.
Bingo. And look at the benches. Look at, he got Danny Ceballos yet. So bring him on. Could change game.
Game changer, mate. Best player to ever play football. Screw the Messi or Ronaldo. It's fucking Danny Ceballos, isn't it?
Let him go. Don't know why. Oh, Rio Ferdinand, no, I'm turning it off.
not a fan, Ross.
I love that. It's just Rio Ferdinand, Champions League winner 2008. Jolyon Lescott won 4 trophies with City.
That's not the best one. The best one I saw was years ago for Champions League coverage. What's the geezer's name? I think Richie Sadler, I think his name is. And it was like his achievement, whatever. It was like under 17, something like under 17 World Cup third
England
place.
under.
Didn't BT do something like that with Michael Owen recently as well, if I remember right?
Oh, I don't know. Did they?
It was just like appearances and that was it, or something. It was just.
Oh. Well, I've done him dirty there with what Michael Owen achieved. He could have put Ballon d'Or winner 2001. Could have put a number of things rather than amount of appearances.
Well, I say I wasn't sure if it was Michael Owen, but there was someone that had them because it went all over Twitter a few weeks back. It was just like whoever it was, and then appearances, and that was it, and that was nothing else.
I don't know. Well, Robbie Savage, maybe.
Probably, actually, yeah, it might have been.
That made me laugh.
Let's not start that with Darren Fletcher again.
That made me laugh with the World Cup a few years ago when it was on the panel. It was Clarence Seedorf, Thierry Henry, and Robbie Savage. Like,
Robbie Savage,
Seedorf, Champions League, and then Henry, World Cup, Premier League, European Championship, and then Robbie Savage. What was it? Carling.
25 appearances with Man United or something like that.
Yeah, played for Blackburn.
Title winner with Blackburn, yeah.
I think it was like all the shit someone put on New Achievers. Then like for Robbie Savage, Worthington Cup 2002, which to be fair is still a good achievement.
It's still good. Don't get me wrong, man.
Comparison to Seedorf and Henry, it's fucking doesn't compare, does it? Right, for anyone
that's like Harry Kane, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. How many appearances and goals for Tottenham? Yeah, and what have you won? And nothing.
Like the Audi Cup or something?
Yeah, Audi Cup. Yeah, biggest achievement, Audi Cup.
Hat trick with Millwall.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that. While it's half time, that I think it was Richie Sadler. Richie Sadler. It was on Sky like a while ago. But yeah, it is Richie Sadler. Here we go. Let's find it. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Yes, I found it. So Richie Sadler, Sadlier, sorry, scored in UEFA European Under-18 third place playoff.
Still a good achievement.
Well, yeah, but
it's better than any of us have done. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, of course. But like, you must just have their name appear rather than just having.
Don't embarrass the lad now.
Like, it's just like a fucking. I just put that one in. Fucking crowbarred that one. Because they found space in the graphic to fit all those words in. Fucking hell.
Sorry, just getting slightly sidetracked by the interracial lesbian kiss on the Cooper advert that's just been up.
What? Sorry.
Honestly, because you got all these women, mostly with their bras out. I was kind of thinking, all right, what's this advertising? Is it going to be hair products or something? It's a fucking car. I don't know, man.
Yeah, adverts got a weird way of advertising their products.
Yeah, it's like most of the time you don't know what an advert's actually advertising.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not like in the old days.
Right, for anyone that's watching, stick around and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and like this stream if you're enjoying it. But yeah, no, I think as you say, Russ, gone to the days where like you knew what was going to be advertised in the first couple of seconds. Now it's like fucking storyline for 2 minutes. It's nothing like it's complete opposite of what you thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Do you have did you guys ever watch the Canadian comedian Bill Hicks?
Which one's he?
I've watched bits. I know who you mean, but
he did in his stand-up. He was talk about underrated people. He was massively underrated. But he in his stand-up, it's when advertising was getting bonkers, just in the late 80s, early the mid 90s, I think. Yeah. It was just like it said in a few years' time you're going to see this advert. It's a good thing you're not monetized because you might get a bit in trouble for this. But he basically went, it's going to be this. It's going to be this weird. It's going to be an advert of it. where you just see a woman's face, and then the camera pans back, and she's totally naked. She's got 2 fingers inside her, and the slogan's gonna be "Drink Coke." It was brilliant. It was just like because that's how genuinely that's how bonkers some of these adverts are getting. It's just like you just can't. You sit like for example, there's one a few years ago with what was it? Kleenex. For Kleenex, and there's about 20-second long advert, and it was asking people, "Are you a folder or are you a scruncher?" And then it was like Kleenex. How do you taking the piss out of
How do you eat yours?
Yeah, taking the piss out of that is like, how do you wipe yours or something? It was like that.
Let's talk about some football adverts for the time being. Remember the one from the early 2000s? If it was the Nike one.
Nike used to do all the best adverts.
Yeah, they're sick. The adverts they did. It was the I think it was in the cage. I think if it was the Scorpion.
Yeah, the one with Ian Wright.
Yeah,
I think Eric Cantona.
Yeah,
I vaguely remember that.
And they had the sound, and they had the soundtrack to the remix. I think it was JMX. I think it was their remix of A Little Less Conversation by Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
It was JMX or something like that. Anyway, their remix of that, and that was a fucking sick tune. So yeah, great advert. A good.
Au revoir. He stuck his collar up, didn't
he? Yeah, that was it. That was.
What was the other one when they were in the Brazilian team? Were in the airport.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah.
I used to watch that. I was making like Ronaldinho and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Kicking the ball through departures
for the airport. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I remember that. Now you said that. Yeah, I remember that.
That was a really good one. What else was there? There's been a few.
A few Pepsi ones, isn't there?
Yeah, some of the Pepsi
Messi
ones,
and all that.
Yeah.
I still think the funniest one is Joe Hart and Head and Shoulders. That was fucking brilliant. I've never laughed so much, especially when when that advert came out and we were playing City at home that weekend.
Yeah.
And the crowd started singing, "He's gonna shower in a minute."
I always like the ones with the Walkers ones. You remember Gary Lineker?
Yeah.
Gazza when he took his crisp and Gazza started crying.
Oh
yeah.
And what was it?
They've got a bit more dad jokes since then, haven't they? But yeah.
And Roy Keane put on his Instagram a couple months ago of the advert he did with Gary Lineker for if he dressed up or something as a dinosaur or something like that. Or something like that. Anyway, it's quite funny actually. Yeah, I'll check it out. Roy Keane's official Roy Keane on Instagram, I think it is. Yeah. Right. Anyway, back to tonight's action. So the players come out
now that it's actually now it's starting to build up the second half. Now, yeah.
But it's weird though, isn't it? It's like you think Gary Lineker, you just think Walker's crisps. It's just ridiculous. I mean, he's done it for years. I think he literally started advertising for him in like the 80s.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah. Because when he was even with his Leicester days, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, he played for Leicester, didn't he? He started off there, and it's because obviously the Walker's factory is in Leicester.
Yeah.
He's literally just done the advertising for him for like nearly 30 odd years.
Yeah. Well, that's a John Motson stat, that isn't it? He's done more adverts for Walkers than he's been on BBC for Match of the Day.
He's definitely been in more Walkers adverts than he played for Grand Passate or wherever he played for.
Yeah. Right.
That was close.
Second half's underway. Oh dear.
I'm ahead of you guys for a change. That makes it. Keep it.
What a dream start.
Gonna fast forward.
Oh, vicious.
Can't be having JP ahead.
Straight from the kickoff. City don't drop deep at all.
You bet on him to bury that. If it was 100%. Benzema, he would have buried it.
Oh,
because he's jumping as well. He's trying to do a Di Canio, isn't
he? Yeah, I knew you'd say that.
He didn't adjust his feet properly.
No.
Yeah,
46, 47 for you guys. If you're wondering.
He's refreshed, isn't he, Bill? That's the thing.
Yeah. Didn't touch it. Generally didn't touch it. Must have caught it up with itself.
Cross comes in. Oh, what are you on now? 46 I'm on.
46 and 06. So nice clearance from De Bruyne there. So 46-14 now.
Yeah, I've caught up now. Yeah.
Sweet. Ross trying to figure it out.
46-25. Nah, have it.
Have it.
That was
Cool,
good.
that's a throwback to the night, isn't it?
That's
Have
a good
it.
football.
Oh, John Smith. Yeah, Peter Kay.
Yeah.
Peter Kay.
Steve Craddock used to shout that at Ocean Colour Scene gigs as well. If there's a bit of a lull in one of the songs, you just go, have it.
Tell you what, boy, that ball from Carvajal deserved to be stuck away. It was like fantastic.
Beautiful, wasn't it?
In that corridor of uncertainty, Vinicius, fucking hell.
So it's so good. He wanted to sew his 12-pack off.
Oh, exactly. Yeah,
he's Ocean Colour Scene. Always liked Ocean Colour Scene.
Yeah, they were my go-to band when I was in my teens and early 20s. Went to
Really?
see them loads. Yeah, wearing the t-shirt here, mate.
Yeah, still are judging by the t-shirt. Yeah,
I couldn't see that.
Yeah, no, I went to see him every tour bar one from '99 until 2010.
Wow,
literally every tour.
What venues did you see him at?
Nothing major.
Brixton Academy.
Brixton, Hammersmith.
Yeah.
First gig was the Crawley Leisure Centre. That was.
Oh
99.
my god!
Wow. Crawley
Leisure Centre. Sounds like.
Yeah.
They've always British Empire.
They've always, even at the height of their, I mean, with the exception of when they did Royal Albert Hall, and they never played Wembley. They played Wembley Arena at the height. They never actually played Wembley Stadium themselves. They've always done the smaller venues. Always, even now that when they do festivals, they do like Reading and stuff. But they always do some like random festival in Scotland or somewhere. Just
right, yeah.
Just to do it, just to be out there rather than just be the big name somewhere. But one of the reasons why I loved them, because Ocean Colour Scene were always known as the band's band. If you were in a band, you listened to Ocean Colour Scene for the way that they made stuff. It wasn't Status Quo 12-bar blues or Oasis's 4 chords in for 12 songs. You know, it was just how you actually wrote songs. Yeah.
I was Oasis mad from when I was about 14 till I was about 17.
Oh, I loved them both. I mean, that guitar there is the same model that Bonehead plays in the Wonderwall video.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, there was just Ocean Colour Scene. I never got to see Oasis because the tickets were too fucking expensive and all the rest of it. You know, paying like even like the early 90s, the mid 90s, you're paying like 50-60 quid at Wembley. It's just like when you're a teenager.
Yeah, mum and dad ain't paying for that, are they?
No, exactly. Well, especially not my parents. God no. But it was too much of a row for my dad. Nothing but noise, because when Nebworth was broadcast on Radio 1 the second night, Dad went, all I can hear is noise. He's got a point, because their amps are always had way too much overdrive on it, so it was always the whole time. But that's what he meant. But yeah, it was noise to him.
I'm just glad I saw them on their last tour. That was at Wembley Stadium, and the lineup was like a mini festival. It was insane. So they had 3 support acts. The first one was Reverend and the Makers.
Oh, lovely.
Who were a good band. Then he had the Enemy, who were one of my favourites, who I'm seeing later this year, with Mark JP.
All right, nice.
Yeah, Mark and going. So they were on the second support, and then the third support act, who have headlined many a gig over the years and festival stuff, is Kasabian.
Wow.
And then obviously Oasis the finish. So it's fucking insane day.
Well, Kasabian, the Oasis 2.0, weren't they? Really, to a degree.
Yeah, so
but even at Nebworth, that literally the height of their career, that their support act was mental. Was like Prodigy, Manic Street Preachers, Chemical Brothers, Ocean Colour Scene did it. Who else? Everybody at the cast as well. Anybody that was anyone was supporting them.
Wow, cast. That's a throwback.
Well, here's De Bruyne. Good ball forward. Here's Mahrez. Had plenty of success in the first half.
Yeah.
Whoop.
If you do like any of these bands, John has a playlist on Spotify.
What was that, Ross?
I say, if you want to listen to any of these bands, just go to JP's got a list on Spotify. I'm sure.
Yeah. Definitely.
Here we go.
Modric
should have shot.
Donny, come on!
Took too long.
Oh, Modric,
loose.
no!
Oh, dear,
Oh, what are you doing? That's brilliant.
Oh,
kamikaze.
6 and 7s at the back.
Yeah.
It's kept
still
out.
come on.
Still got going for it again. It's been great cross. Oh, no one there though.
Benzema was trying to go for it, but
is Carvajal on the right. Plays it back.
Bad timing.
Not the greatest flick by Casemiro, I think it was. Oh, they can't get out, City. Can't get out at all. So 17 viewers. Cheers, everyone, for joining in. Hope you're enjoying it.
Good, mate. Good numbers.
Get in the chat.
Yeah. Come on, guys. All of you watching.
You like.
Come on.
Anything.
17 people. Nobody talking. What's wrong with you? Come on.
19 now. Yeah, feel free to join in with your comments, guys. We really appreciate it. It is Mendy. Oh, he's done well.
We'll keep the band talk to a minimum, promise.
That's what brings them in.
Yeah, that's why they're here.
Talking about cast.
And amongst his support acts in 96 and 2009. 100%. Oh, is that kept in? No, went out from Kroos.
I did like the Verve though. I thought they were quite good.
They were quality. I got to see them live actually before they properly broke up for the 18th time.
Yeah, I was going to say that doesn't narrow it down, JP.
Went to see him at the O2. Brilliant gig. Really, really was good.
When they reunited?
Huh?
Was that when they reunited?
Yeah, I think it was like I don't think it was the comeback tour, but it was. We're looking at well over a decade again now, but.
Is that when that album where they had what tune was it? Love Is Noise.
Yeah, it was around about then.
Yeah, it was it. Yeah.
I like Richard Ashcroft's album by himself. His solo.
Oh, the acoustic one. Yeah, it's good. Especially hearing Bittersweet Symphony, how it was originally written before they put everything else on it. It's beautiful.
And he's released about 4 or 5 solo albums, hasn't he?
Oh, his first one I've got. I really did like that one.
The one that came out late last year, where he did acoustic versions of his own stuff and the Verve, and hearing him and a guitar and I think it was a piano on it as well for Bittersweet Symphony. Totally different song. Totally different.
I'll have to have a listen to that.
Yeah, but it's different without the strings, eh?
Well, it was a Rolling Stones song, wasn't it originally?
Yeah. Well, the backing track was but the B-side.
That meme of Bittersweet Symphony.
Oh, that's a poor pass.
Oh, I don't know. He kept
it. Oh,
there's that meme in there where Bittersweet Symphony is the best songs that Keith Richards and Mick Jagger ever wrote in it. Because obviously it weren't them. I think it was their manager or label ever sued the Verve and they won.
They get royalties from it now, don't they? I think.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore.
No, they signed a waiver a few years back. They don't get it anymore.
Started to get money from it finally. 20 years too late, but yeah. A bit late.
Yeah, because it was like with
what a ball! He's Foden. Oh, he's still got it, Foden.
Oh yeah, how comes you lot are all quicker ahead of me now? Come on, play the game.
Well, I'm 55-25 now.
I'm on 28 now.
I'm on 30 now. That's wave play on. Go on. Off you go, lad. Come on.
Oh,
Benzema running in. Oh, nice pass. Short pass.
Just couldn't take it in a stride.
Well clear in the end. The back's against the wall, City. They're holding firm.
Well, I got it right, just the wrong bloody manager. I said go all out, and it's been Real Madrid that's gone all out.
I told Madrid
the reasons why you said Russ, 100%. But
they're going to get a bit. I think they're going to throw the kitchen sink, and I think Man City will probably catch them on the break.
Yeah, and don't forget you got the substitutes of both sides to take into account as well.
Yeah, Danny Spiles.
Oh, it goes out. He should have started, mate.
Yeah, he should start, mate. He should be first name in the team sheet. Why he's not, I got no idea.
Oh, 100% best player ever. Yeah. Balls play forward.
Best player ever.
Too easy.
That's going to be our in joke from now on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, man, I said to my Arsenal mates when he signed, I said I'd be very surprised if you guys don't call him silly bollocks. No, I was the only one that did.
Yeah, we got names for like Flappy Hansky and everything else. I mean, just silly bollocks never sort of took off.
Back to Edison.
I don't like that goalkeeping kit at all. It's a bit too pink.
Well, to be fair, it's better than the fucking outfield kit that the City players are wearing.
Yeah. But you're right there, Russ. It does look like a frozen pop, doesn't it?
Yeah,
what a ball by Walker.
One of you could wear that on your Benidorm trip.
What, 70 quid on
football shirts? Yeah. Man City's current goalkeeper kit.
Yeah, we've nailed down the rules with the others. It was Russ. It's pretty much similar to what we said. So it's overseas, so European kits only, and no training kits like City's tonight
from 1975.
Yeah, and the lads, we can pay what we want. There's no budget or anything. That's to be too hard. Classic football shirts or whatever.
You should have it from the year you're born or something. That'd be really funny.
Oh, that's not a bad idea because I've got some crackers I could do for the being born in 1980. There's some crackers you could bring out really good.
But yes, I think what Dennis was saying, he might go for one of the Swiss sides. Grasshoppers.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, I thought Dennis might be Young Boys or something like that.
He's got some niche ones already. We tagged me and JP in earlier on Facebook. Celta Vigo one, but
it's not a bad kit that actually. To be fair, I quite like that.
I think which I would agree with as well is do we want something that we're going to wear later on? I mean, I'm not bothered if I leave it there. I think it's absolutely ruined. I don't care about paying something cheap. At
the end of the day, if you're only spending 15 quid on it,
exactly. Yeah. So depends really. Would I take something out there that I want to keep or more?
Yeah. No? Well, you're only wearing it one night, aren't you? But so
yeah. So I wouldn't. Well, this wouldn't fit criteria anyway because it's Milan.
Bournemouth.
Yeah, Bournemouth. Yeah.
I'm going to the beach.
Yeah, it's a difference between
honestly, but so basically the rules are just as not as nondescript as you can possibly get. The most the more random the better sort of thing, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think it's the less obvious sides as well. So if we are going for an Italian shirt,
mate, honestly, if that shirt I showed you, Bill, that Burger King sponsorship, if that wasn't as expensive as it was, I'd get it, man. That's fucking hysterical.
But you always got the Fiorentina one and the Nintendo one and things like that, and they're just iconic shirts, aren't they?
Exactly. So, for example, if one of us wanted to wear Walker's done terribly there. Vinicius has won it from him.
Oof.
Look at that battle.
Pass it.
Oh,
slightly better than that, mate.
It's ball headed away. Laporte at the back post. Eventually, Walker should clear it, and he does to Silva. So for example, Russ, if you wanted to go for a Spanish team, we can't wear Real Madrid or Barcelona, for example.
No, that's fair enough.
Or Italian. I can't wear this, for example, because AC Milan, Inter Milan, and Juventus. So that's what we said, JP, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
the most randomest quick kits we can possibly find. The funnier the better.
The old Sampdoria shirts from the early 90s are always quite good.
Yeah, but they'd cost like at least 80 quid, I'd say.
Really reckon?
Yeah, I think so. If you go on classic, like especially the rarer ones, that's why on sort of websites like classic football shirts, the ones that are more expensive are genuinely the rare ones.
Like for example, whatever that club was, that had Burger King as a sponsorship, it was like 120 quid.
Yeah. Bit steep, but like it's probably one of the rare ones that are around, isn't it? So
it's probably going to be like one of our macro shirts in about 10-15 years time because everyone just fucking threw them out. It was so shit.
Exactly,
I like your BAC Windows ones though.
Oh, very
the old Arsenal, we used to have JVC. We had JVC for years and years and years. We had them from
and
like
Sega, if I remember right.
late 70s to like the early 90s.
Yeah,
could have been mid 90s actually, but 95.
Didn't you have one season, Russ, where, or it might be one particular kit where Dreamcast was one of the sponsors?
Yeah, we had Sega and we had Dreamcast. Yeah, for a couple of years, and then Sega went out of business basically.
Yeah.
And then we had O2. We had O2 for a couple of years.
And
it was Emirates after that, wasn't it?
Yeah, when we moved to the new stadium. Yeah.
I quite like some of those old JVC kits. They're quite cool. I do like them.
I've got a couple of them upstairs somewhere. Of about 90, 94, 95.
Okay, right. So a bit of a break in play, which is good for a City point of view, and they're going to make their first sub in. This Zinchenko is going to come off. He's going to come on. Sorry. Mahrez and Guardiola having a heated discussion. Let's put it that way. Who's going to come off for City? It's Zinchenko. Oh, it's
Walker probably.
Walker, yeah.
Oh, Walker.
Limping a little bit, isn't he?
Yeah. So it's just come
he
back.
Did get a bit of a clash and knock on the head in the first half, didn't he?
Yeah, and it's just come back from injury, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
What team does he play for, though?
Who?
Man City written across his.
Oh, yeah, that's not clear enough, is it? I think are they giving Walker 5 minutes to work it out?
Yeah. By the looks of it.
Yeah, we're going to give him a bit of a chance. If he does have to come off, then they'll bring Zinchenko on and then put Cancelo off to right back. That'll be the most obvious manoeuvre.
Yeah.
And Zinchenko to left back. And obviously got Ake.
You never know, mate. It could be Fernandinho again.
Odd, yeah.
And that's the funny thing is, as much as we're joking about it, it could still possibly be an option again.
Well, lads, I got to say, coming at 64 minutes, I wasn't expecting it to be 0-0 at this stage.
No, not at all. Mate, at the end of the day, we wouldn't have talked about bloody 90s bands and Arsenal sponsorships.
Yeah. They got to roll the dice.
Benidorm holiday.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's Real Madrid with the ball. Oh, it's a good turn. Oh, it's gone out of play. Valverde, I think it was. Yeah, just ran it out of play.
Looks like the Spanish Lee Evans, doesn't he?
Leandro Evans.
See, I arrived the coach. You remember that sketch, don't you?
Yeah.
The package holiday. Here's our driver, Pedro. See, I drive the coach.
He drives a moped, probably.
And it's a Carvajal. Yeah. The challenge on De Bruyne, which he it's clear as day, that one.
Takes him out with both feet, basically, isn't it?
Well, yeah. So that's an easy enough foul. He knows it as well.
Yeah.
He didn't even complain. Yeah, 25 minutes plus stoppage time to go for City to hold on to this aggregate lead. Good challenge by the defence there. Is Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's done well to hold on there. Is that a foul? Yeah, it's got to be a foul, yeah. Given there by the referee. Held on to the ball well there, Bernardo Silva. Well, Russ, we know a few fans that are in Frankfurt as we speak, ahead of the West Ham game tomorrow night.
Oh, a load of your mates have gone, have they?
Yeah, so some of them have got tickets, and some of them are just out there for the.
I thought you lot were just going to go and get a cheap flight over there and watch it in a bar.
Well, I think I would have done so, but with work, I can't do that, unfortunately. But I'm going out with
for a sickie. You'll be all over the TV.
Oh, good edit. But me and Dennis are going to a bar, like a sports bar tomorrow. So
yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do that at least anyway.
JP, you doing your stream tomorrow?
I will be doing it, mate. Yep.
Okay. I will be in Aldi, but I will listen in.
Well, because now I can get guests on. I'm going to try and get. I was saying to Bill, I'm going to try and get some people on before and after the game to give their thoughts on what their predictions, and then sort of like mini fan cam sort of thing. During the watch along.
You paid for stream thing, have you, or have you?
No. I found a really good app. Did you watch the interview I did with Riley? Yeah, it's basically that. It's the same. It's exactly the same system. It's just the only problem I was having issues with was getting sound sorted out. As Bill knows, we had fucking weeks of using you as a guinea pig. Bless you.
Still traumatized, JP.
You're traumatized. You tried doing this background shit, mate. It's much worse than that. But
true.
But no, so I found an add-on to OBS, and then literally never tried it until Riley did it, and just a couple of bits here and there, and boom, down, and so I can get people on as much as I want.
I used OBS.
It's complicated, but once you know how to use it, it's a piece of
yeah. Once you've set it up, it's not really much.
Mate, honestly, I took a whole weekend learning how to do it.
Yeah, I just watch YouTube videos. That's all I did.
Exactly the same thing. I was watching loads of channels saying, "All right, you do this, do that, try this, blah 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 blah," and perfect.
All right, attacking sub for Real Madrid. It's Rodrigo on.
About time.
I mean, was Rodrigo against Chelsea? Did he score or he played well?
He did score.
It's either that or he got an assist. It was one of the two.
Yeah,
he was very, very good.
Yeah, he made an impact. Hopefully, from Real Madrid point of view, he does the same tonight. I think I would imagine it'd be Valverde who will just drop a little bit deeper, and Rodrigo will play on the right hand side.
Yeah,
you would think that's what they did last time anyway.
More than likely.
But the game is sparking into life, and this is perfect from a City point of view because obviously Real Madrid they've got to get the goal, and but Madrid have got to step up and just it's a bit too easy for City at the moment. They're apart from Vinicius, none of the players are getting in behind City's back line. It's been all playing in front of City at the moment.
Absolutely, mate. And that's the thing. Again, if Real Madrid took their chances, this game's over. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah, and as we said it before the game and in the first half, if City took their chances in the first leg, this game would be over, isn't it? So
precisely.
Going to tell both sides. Also, good run by
great defending.
Yeah, plays it back to Courtois.
I just see in Courtois and that kid. I just see Chelsea. I do. I just see Chelsea.
It's true.
Oh, come on! There's no need to roll over that much. There's no need for that.
Walker and Vinicius again. They could be going like centre and cross all day there. Huh?
Do you know what? If this was West Ham clips, man, that's it's honestly, there's no way he needs to roll that much. There's no way.
So it's been a real Titanic battle. We called it.
Trying it, look.
Well, we all called it, didn't we? Vinicius and Walker would be a real battle. Ford versus Ferrari, and it's been fucking fantastic.
Well, in certain aspects, mate, it's been Ford versus Skoda. But look, 1, 2,
Skoda. You can send any other brand.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
5.
Well, Walker, he's definitely been in the wars, hasn't he?
I don't think the Aston Martin in that James Bond movie rolled as much as that.
Oh, little Casino Royale.
Casino Royale, yeah.
That's true, yeah.
It's at least, honestly, he gets up and then rolls over again. It's like, what?
Right, it's another sub for City. Gundogan's going to come on shortly.
Yeah.
Not a bad player to bring on with 20 minutes to go. A stretch is coming off for Walker. Absolutely, Melvin. Come on. I mean, he's come out. He's left at a good time, Melvin, with a break in play, so he's not missing out. Luckily, imagine if he missed the only goal of the game now. We'd be devastated.
It's what he usually does, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Talk the devil. There he is.
Have you seen this from Melvin? Cheers, Melvin. Come on, Russ.
Melvin knows.
I'm just saying that luckily, you've got a good time where Walker, he's coming up. Looks like he's coming off injured now. So you haven't missed any goals or anything.
No, my little boy wanted some crisps, and he won't leave me alone until I get them for him.
Well, the question is, what flavour, mate, and what brand?
Cheese and onion. It's the only flavour he eats. Cheese and onion.
What, Walkers?
Any cheese and onion.
Oh, right.
But yeah, mainly Walkers. Yeah.
Right, Man City, so Zinchenko's on for Walker. Cancelo will move to the right and Zinchenko on the left, and De Bruyne is coming off. That's a bit of a surprise. De Bruyne is coming off.
Melvin in the chat, he's a staple of Arsenal channels here and there.
Oh, he's an Arsenal fan?
Yeah.
Oh, nice one. Thanks, Melvin.
Very knowledgeable.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
He's been going to Arsenal for a really, really long time. Season ticket holder.
Yeah? Oh,
they do have some, Bill.
I do have some nice ones, yeah.
Well, it must earn decent money because it is, what is it, 1,000 the cheapest? Emirates? $2,000
Something like that, yeah.
At least.
Here we go.
So is Bernardo Silva. Good run, pass. Morris.
Oh, we're seeing.
What a finish!
What an absolute goal that is.
Whoa!
Jesus.
My goodness.
Nice
He's
one,
been
Mel.
threatening all game to do that, Morris. He's had a really good game, especially in the first leg. And is that the goal that's going to send the City through? Wow, what a goal that was. City with the first goal of the match.
And now will the Real Madrid fans standing up and shouting. I honestly, it hit with such ferocity. I thought it hit the side netting. It went in and out that quickly.
Oh, exactly. I mean, there's a
Unreal.
good play in midfield there. Good one with a lovely reverse ball. There's space. Just like, where's the midfield? Bernardo Silva run into it. Lovely time ball. And Mahrez, bang! Stop that. Courtois been in good form tonight, but even he's not saving that one. Left-footed, and he smashes it. Right at that near post. Here we go.
Look at this angle. Look at this. Look.
Oh, Courtois has got. It's there before he even. It's there before he even moves.
But you're absolutely right, mate. It's that midfield is just non-existent, wasn't it? For that, absolutely so much spacing. Mate, and again, it's those areas that cause goals. That's the thing.
I don't think Madrid have got it in them to get back into this. So.
Oh, don't rule
about
PSG
second leg, mate. But
yeah, but I think this is slightly different, isn't it? This is different gravy, Man City to play PSG.
No, agreed.
Yeah, I would agree with that. All right,
never rule them out. Check
to the post.
Don't forget to sub before you go, Melvin.
All right, Barry Travis. Thanks, Barry. Come on, City. Let's go for it now. Said 1-0 City. Oh, nice one. Did you put a bet on, mate? Cheers for joining in, man. But yeah, God. What a goal by Mahrez, though.
Oh, that's
outstanding. I mean,
again, there's such venom with it as well, wasn't it? It's just like,
well, it had to be with, I hate this soul beating at his near post. But when you have shots like that hit at you from that short distance,
there's nothing you can do. Absolutely nothing you can do.
You're talking Courtois, world-class keeper. He got nowhere near it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it just showed you how fast that was going. It was unreal.
Exactly, yes. Subs for Real Madrid. Well, Modric is off and Camavinga's on.
He's a tasty player. He's got some spark in him, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm surprised he doesn't seem to start, does he? Every single time we've watched him, he's come off the bench.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, look what's ahead of him.
But you would have thought a player of his reputation as such, you would have thought that he would be starting. I don't know. He may start in the La Liga. Well, every Champions League game we've watched, he's been on the bench.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the Madrid midfield, I mean, it fucking split. It was like open like Moses in the Red Sea, wasn't it? Just absolutely, whew, there you go. And of all the players to leave space and time for is Bernardo Silva. You don't want to leave him with space and time. Picked out a lovely ball of Mahrez so he could run onto it first time. And then, as I say, the rest is history with that strike. That's one of the advantages of having inverted wingers like Mahrez. With a ball like that, he didn't have to wait for it to come across his body. He just absolutely ran onto it and just smashed it first time. And as we said, Courtois had absolutely no chance.
Wow. I mean, even if you put a brick wall in front of it, it's smashing through it because the speed is going. Unreal.
Not half bad. That needs one of them fucking like speed, like velocity. They might do it in the post match, but like how fast it went, 60 miles an hour or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
And the rest.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the goals are scored at 70, 75 mile an hour, so that's 80, maybe 90, if that. Because remember how light these balls are, so that's why they can travel so quick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, what was it? We saw that on Match of the Day the other week. I think it was Sterling's goal against City. Sorry, for City. It was like 75, 80 mile an hour.
Oh yeah, mental. Yeah, very true. Well, can Real Madrid bounce back? They've done brilliantly in this competition with the comebacks against PSG and to a certain extent the Chelsea as well. We're now to get the goals back, but it's going to be a big ask. With City, they're not really known for, obviously they've got great defenders, but they're not known for their defensive capabilities and digging in. But
well, if you think about the frequency between most of the goals in the first leg of this, it was 2 or 3 minutes between each goal for at certain points, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes, so they kept their concentration up so far, but the job's not done yet.
No.
As we see with this Real Madrid side, anything, especially with Benzema, anything is possible. Just seeing the replay of the goal again, I mean, jeez, it's the curve as well, lads. If he hits straight, I think might get lucky, but the speed, obviously the accuracy, but the curve of the shot as well. Obviously, Mahrez is.
I wish I could lip read. I would just love to know what he's saying there.
Oh, definitely. And there's fucking hell, here we go.
The Poundland Beckham.
Jesus is off and Jack Grealish. Not bad time to bring a £100 million player, eh? Fucking hell, unbelievable. Still can't get over how the way Atletico Madrid were acting towards Man City, especially Grealish. I
can't believe you cut your hair, JP. You could have had one of those man bands, you know.
I don't even want to start with how many levels of wrong that sentence has, Russ.
Hope you didn't tip your barber that day.
I did as it goes. I was there for 45 fucking minutes.
You're joking.
I'm not.
Minutes?
Yeah.
Was there a queue or something?
No, it's just because it was done manually. It's not like this took half as quick because I got the razors out, whereas it was manually chopping it all. For those that have hair, Russ.
I've got plenty, mate. It's just grey.
All right, balls play forward. Oh, dear.
Well, it's only a handful of people watching, mate. I think you can get away with it.
I never used to wear hats. It was only until like lockdown I started wearing because of my hair's so curly. Because I obviously couldn't get to a barber or anything. I just thought, Christ, I've just got to wear a hat now because it's so long and frizzy and whatnot.
I must admit, those pictures you put up on Twitter the other week when you were out, I can't remember where it was. I think you were out with the family. I think on that day, I thought, you look like my old mate from school, who, funny enough, is an Arsenal supporter as well. So it's got to be part of the water or something. But you look a lot like him. You look a lot like Rich. You really do. I was like, hang on, is that? I literally had to double take. I was like, that can't be Rich. No, it is. It's Russ.
Oh, that was when I was at the air centre thing, the Cosford. It's a good day that actually was. Looking at the
all your hair straight flat down like that. It's just
I've got hair. Why does she just have my hair cut?
Right, Vinicius. Oh, unlucky.
Only one running for it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just jogging about. It's a big sign. Big sign.
Too open at the back though, do they?
Yeah.
But they got to go for it.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody else seems bothered. It's only Vinicius that actually wants the ball by the looks of things. Oh, nice throw.
Yeah, done that one. Fernandinho's coming on. Oh,
yeah, right back.
The ball was cleared up by Man City. Melvin's got the same vibe as all of us lads. to get out of trouble, Madrid need to be on subtitles. The most sarcastic live chat comment we've had there tonight.
Ben.
See, we all know subtitles is quality. Oh,
Offside anyway. Yeah, didn't wonder Edison kept his shape well.
Yeah, just but
yeah, City defence did well. They're keeping that line.
And just waiting for the face to happen rather than just going, "Oh, he's offside."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Fernandinho's going to come off for
game over, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
pretty much. About Guardiola tonight. The last few seasons, they've been knocked out to Lyon and other sides. But I think
all just eat it.
Pep's just like overthinking, and I think in this final last year, I don't think he played a holding midfielder against Chelsea. So I think he's playing it sensible tonight, if you could call Man City sensible, but like not overthinking it too much.
That's a good tackle.
Good tackle by what's the sub? Camavinga, that's it.
Yeah.
Is Gundogan another sub who's just come on? They're just doing the right thing, slowing down the tempo, keeping the ball.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing else they can do, really, is there? Because they're 2 goals ahead on aggregate with 8 minutes to go. Just keep it as much as you can.
Oh, exactly. Well, you say, yeah, you're right.
It can backfire big time. It can backfire big time.
Well, reminds you of, Russ, you'll probably get PTSD about this one, but I think Arsenal were 3-0 up against, was it Anderlecht a few years ago? And the Anderlecht drew 3-3.
No, the one I get PTSD about is we were like 4-1 up against Newcastle and they came back to draw 4-4. That's the one I've.
Was that the one where someone got sent off for Arsenal, wasn't it?
I think so. I've never seen a replay of it.
Was that when Tiote?
Tiote scored. Yeah, scored the last one to make it 4-4. I've never seen a replay of it.
Alan Pardew going.
Probably didn't go like this, like he usually does. Yeah.
Oh no, that's for cup finals. Where
that was brilliant.
That's they say that for cup finals when you 1-0 up for 10 minutes or whatever it was.
So look at this. I can kind of agree with the Vinicius with that. Why he's a little bit pissed off with getting the foul, and he's got booked as a result of it.
Oh, Militao, that is. Yeah, he's got the
Greenish always draws fouls, doesn't he? Though.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Because he does. I mean, he does.
Diaby. Yeah,
that's it. That's the one.
Does I mean, because Vinicius does go into the back of Grealish, and Grealish does Grealish things, and makes a meal of it. But it's a coming together. It's not intentional because he backs out. Well, the second he realizes he backs straight out, and then he gets booked for dissent because he's like, he's been doing that all game, hasn't he?
Well, the goal scorer Morris has been subbed off, and Fernandinho's on.
Yeah, it's game over, like Melvin says.
Yeah,
go on Fernandinho just to shore it up. I don't think there's nothing else. I don't think Madrid. Yeah,
ball comes in. Oh, great header away. Yeah, I think it's been a real solid job by Man City. I mean, it's not really a performance you expect them, but I think the second leg against Atletico away, I think that's set them a good stead for certainly tonight's second leg anyway. Comes out to Rodri, nice ball. Cancelo, what a save!
Great. The good thing about City's sides is they don't panic.
Oh no.
They're just calm, and unless they're like 2 or 3 down, then they start panicking. But
when have they ever been that far down?
Exactly, but that's the thing.
Yeah, and every player wants the ball as well. They have no one that hides, so that definitely helps as well. Good effort by Cancelo. Good save by Courtois.
I mean, that was my criticism on Sunday. 2-1 down. It was just like we're keeping the ball like we were 3-2 up. It's like, do you want to score at any point?
Exactly, yeah.
It's one for the camera, isn't it?
Big time. I could easily have caught that. Easily.
It is another one for the daft quotes. Just check Stephen Mannum's trending on Twitter. City have dominated possession only by a little bit.
See, this is why I don't like listening to him.
It's Grealish. Grealish.
Well defended.
I thought that was in.
Fine.
I thought that was in.
So well defended.
Spectacular clearance.
Yeah.
Who was that at the back? One of the defenders, obviously. Fucking hell.
I think Mendy, I think it was.
I have to see that on the replay.
Yeah, it was Mendy.
Great run by Grealish. He gets it again, Grealish. Oh, what a turn shot!
Oh,
Wide. Oh, that would have definitely wrapped it up. Done really well there, Grealish.
Nice little
Save.
foot on from.
Great
Courtois.
save by Courtois. Yeah, thought he dragged it, but that's an excellent.
Couldn't notice it until we saw the replay of that, could we?
Excellent save with his foot. Really, really good save. Keeping him in it, Courtois at the moment.
Yeah, big time.
It's a corner for City. You'd imagine.
Leave your hair alone, man. Jesus.
You'd imagine they play pragmatic and
Nice
take
Alice
it,
band,
which they have done. Comes away to Cancelo.
Yep.
Cross comes in. It's easy enough for Courtois to.
I'm still ahead of you guys for some random reason, by the sounds of things.
I'll just fast forward a little bit more. There we go.
do you think Madrid are resigned to losing now or not?
Yeah, we're on the same now. Mendy plays it forward. Oh, so not bad ball actually.
Very good.
He's done well again.
Great pass from Vinicius. Great pass.
Oh, what a challenge by Rodri. Jesus. Whew, that was something else, that was. He's Grealish had a few touches of the ball already.
He's just going to time waste, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Of course he is. He's Grealish.
Keeps the ball over us as well. Likes to travel with the ball, which obviously when you're running down the clock is what you want. And what your defenders want anyway. Here's Vinicius, who's kept going all game. Plays it square.
Foden's been zipping about the last few minutes as well, hasn't he?
Oh, exactly, yeah.
Endless energy.
Ball comes in. Zinchenko heads it away. Oh, Bernardo Silva. Oh, great challenge. And again.
Yeah. Tasty that.
Trying to see that. Was it Valverde in there?
Yeah.
Played about his Nacho. All played inside. Oh, good turn. Rodrigo. Oh, it's well clear by
There's too much on it.
Yeah. That was the last chance, I think, somehow.
Oh. Now keep going, Real Madrid.
Keep it going. We're looking at maybe 3 minutes because of all the substitutes.
Yeah, for 4 minutes. I'm going to
go for four.
Four probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Ball comes in. Ball. Benzema. It's not over yet. And it's Rodrigo, the substitute.
Mate, he's taken them 90 minutes to score. It's over.
Oh, not just yet. After that to Man United in 99.
True. Good
lovely ball.
Lovely onside as well. Perfectly onside.
Benzema did the right thing, getting it across the goal. Then Rodrigo, fair play to him, strikes instinct. Gets ahead of Henderson. It's a lovely finish, actually. Outside of his foot. Yeah, nice one. Well, they've got so much chance to get another goal, Real Madrid. Well, there you are. 1-1 in the 90s.
6 minutes. Bloody hell. All right. Maybe it isn't over.
What? As that song by the Claxons goes, it's not over yet.
Bingo.
There's some people on the pitch.
All right, 6 minutes for City to hold on.
Foul got to be.
Oh, I think the rest
they're both holding each other, so
still got so much energy, even though he's playing like that for 90 minutes.
He's unreal.
Roger has come across there.
He's a monster, that kid, isn't he? Vinicius.
He's kept going all game, up and down, up and down. He's been their best player without a doubt, I'd say.
Completely. Yeah, completely.
Okay.
Man of the match for me, as far as I'm concerned. I can't think of anybody on City's quality.
Oh, it's a goal!
They've done it!
No, I don't believe this.
Oh, my days.
Oh, wow.
This is ridiculous.
Real Madrid never count them out.
I retract it. I retract it.
I retract everything I said.
2-1 on the night. 5-all on aggregate. Just when you think City are close in, Real Madrid scored 2 in a couple of minutes.
Oh, for God's sake, it's exactly what they did in the other games.
Yeah, completely.
Unbelievable.
We were saying about 20 minutes ago that 2 or 3 minutes between each goals, and fucking hell, that's a great header as well.
Wonderful header, and it's Rodrigo again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rodrigo, then great ball from Carvajal. Rodrigo passes it back to him, gets him onside, and bam.
What impact by Rodrigo. The substitute, he scored both goals.
Yeah.
How much he's worth.
That is a brilliant header as well, isn't it? Fantastic.
Unbelievable.
Carvajal's going mental. You can't understand.
It's a funny old game, isn't it? Football.
As Sir Alex Ferguson said, it's football. Bloody hell. 2 minutes have gone of stoppage time. There's still 4 minutes to go.
You know.
Oh, God.
Hang on a minute. Hang on.
Surely not.
Spacing. Great save. Corner as well. Jesus.
Oh, God,
what a save that is.
Really good save.
You're on the ropes now, aren't they?
God, this
something you rarely see.
This is like PSG and it's like PSG all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. But instead of Benzema getting the goals, it's Rodrigo this time.
Mm.
In this game to end. Oh, good challenge.
No one there.
Good challenge by Laporte. Is Bernardo Silva.
And there was me thinking we were going to have an early night.
No chance, mate. No chance now. It's well cleared. There's a bit of space if they can control it. There we go. Is Foden.
Oh, that's a great interception, though.
Out, yeah.
Not away yet, though. He's Grealish.
Oh, even the ref wants to give it to Man City.
Play on.
That is so stupid.
Camavinga. Oh.
That is so stupid of him to do that so close to the box as well.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's Foden with the effort. Quickly take a free kick. Good thinking by I think it was Fernandinho with a quick free kick. Yeah, it was. Yeah, good thinking. Took it quickly. Foden.
Ref blew. He was about to blow for it. That's why he took it.
Oh, do you imagine if that went in, that Grealish one?
Mendy.
I thought it was Mendy. Yeah.
Yeah, great clearance.
Mm.
Vital that was.
Jesus coming. Oh,
Courtois does well to clear that one.
Very. Please don't be an omen for tomorrow night.
Wow, we played 4
Genuinely,
minutes.
man, I can't take 2 games going extra time in the space of 48 hours. I can't, nah. I won't have the energy for that. I really won't.
All right, just over a minute to go.
Yep, last minute now.
Well, I mean, look, City after the first day, they definitely should have been through. We're taking the lead, and with stoppage times to go, they definitely should have gone through. But now, God, unless they get a goal now, it's extra time beckoning. Oh, good interception by Militao that time. But how many times do we have?
Really?
Oh, that's a yellow card.
Oh, it's yellow.
Second, yes, not the first.
Yeah, I thought it was
not the first in any shape or form.
Marshall Valverde for that one. Yeah, how many times have we said it in this Champions League run for Real Madrid? Just can't count them out, can you?
No.
It's no dumb attitude.
You feel that tomorrow morning?
It's the follow through. You can't help any of that at all. You genuinely can't get out of the way. I mean, yes, he doesn't get the ball, so yes, all right, it is. But which I can see why Carvalho was going apeshit at him. But the second one's worse. The second one's worse. There we go. That's got to be full time now, surely. Yeah.
Yep, there we are. What an end to that match. Just as we think it was petering out and a simple City win. Real Madrid anything but. It's on the night. Real Madrid 2, Man City 1, 5-1 aggregate. Extra time. Here we go. Fucking JP, mate. But Real Madrid, we're not even Real Madrid fans. They're putting us through the ringer. They've done it again.
Yeah. I said 2-1. Got it the wrong way round, but I said 2-1.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, it's just it's indicative of how Real Madrid have been.
Yeah.
You know, they've never given up. I said in the first half they were the better side. They had the better chances, and they were the better side. They went out all guns blazing for the second half as well. City mediocre at best in terms of how we know City can play. Still very, very good football, but because of how well Real Madrid are playing, they made him look second fiddle at the same point. But yeah, I genuinely don't think anybody would have predicted this at all.
Oh no, 100%. It's just Russ, mate, it's typical. Let's never say die attitude and spirit and going to the end that this Real Madrid side possess.
Well, you just thought that Man City were just going to see it out, sort of control the game, see it out. But especially once they got the goal, I thought that was it. I thought, there's no chance they're going to get back into it. But every time, I don't know what they put in the water, but it just seemed to turn it around, didn't they? I don't think I've ever seen a club do this before. Just sort of be down in most games and just sort of turn it around. I can't remember seeing anything like it.
No, you don't see it that often. This is a bit of a random one. Remember when Middlesbrough got to the UEFA Cup final?
Yeah.
It was like 06, I think it was.
They were down in most of their games.
Yeah, I think they amount of 4 threes, I think like Steaua Bucharest or wherever they played.
Yeah.
That ridiculous amount of.
Steve McLaren was in charge, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, he got to the final and he'll become England manager soon afterwards.
In the same way that Roy Hodgson did it with Fulham.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to Europa League final. Next thing he gets Liverpool and then he gets England.
And but at least Fulham did get hammered in the final, unlike Middlesbrough. I think 4-0. They got beaten. But yeah, no, as you say, Russ, spot on, mate. It just never say die attitude, and that's what happens as well when you have the quality of the substitutes that Real Madrid have. I mean, Rodrigo said he made an impact in the knockout games. We've seen them before, and fucking 2 goals in a space of a couple of minutes is absolutely sensational.
And you know, City have had their chances, as we said, and their substitutes have been brilliant as well. We've not sat here at one point going, why City brought him on and all the rest of it. So they've all made total sense. But yeah, City have got to come out of that first gear they've been in all game. They really have to. Yeah,
no, and just when you think they were coasting, and Russ, as you say, mate, when Mario scored, I think we all thought, well, surely Real Madrid can't come back from this, but fucking.
Well, the momentum's with Madrid now. That's all you can say. But I don't know whether this break in play will help them or not. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. They didn't want the whistle to come, did they?
No.
If they had a couple more minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if they got another one. But now I think City can try and regroup. I don't know how many. I have to look at how many subs both sides have got left. Actually,
it's not many.
No, I think City have got one more.
Well, City have done 3, haven't they?
No, City have done 4.
4.
Well, they've got.
Yeah, Real Madrid have gone 3, and City have gone 4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So look, I mean, City can still bring on Sterling. So that's a.
I think they will. I think I'd bring him on for Foden. To be honest with you, I really would.
That's not a bad shout. And obviously, Real Madrid have still got the key man.
Here we go. Game's back on.
Oh, we're back on. Oh shit! I forget about the quick turnaround.
Mate, the advert people didn't realise that either. It's literally like 15-20 seconds in. It came on 10 seconds ago. It's like, shit, no, the game's kicked off. Quick.
Oh, something's happening.
Someone on the pitch?
Someone run on the pitch, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Extra time. Right, there we go.
I can't
They
believe
never
that
show
little,
it.
that,
They
that
never
little
show it.
shit
Why
last
not?
week. That little sod last week trying to run on the pitch to get De Bruyne's shirt.
Exactly, yeah. All right, well, what do you think is going to happen in this extra time, lads?
Shithousery.
Who knows?
Dennis Bingo, shithousery. Ding ding.
Got full house there, aren't you? Oh, maybe not. Russ, we're going to get a winner, or is it going to go to penalties?
Oh God, I think we'll see a winner.
Oh, that wouldn't be a surprise. Benzema!
Oh,
Straight at Edison. That's making me out of it. JP, for you, we're going to get a winner. We're going to go to pens.
Part of me is saying penalties.
This is where you want golden
this is
goal
go.
back.
If it doesn't go the distance, it'll be bloody close. It will be bloody close.
Yeah. Do you know what I think? I think both teams will score in this period, and therefore we'll go to penalties. But both get a goal each, I think. Yeah.
I think we'll get a winner.
This isn't the NFL, Bill. This period.
Extra time period.
Period only means one thing.
What was it you said, Russ? Golden goal. Yeah, that'd be quality.
We should put a golden goal back.
Well, I prefer golden goal than fucking that silver goal, which is
silver goal, silly, wasn't it?
Fucking tin pot, wasn't it? No wonder it was only used for like one tournament. Fucking dreadful.
Bill, we've done 6 Champions League watch-alongs, and that's the 3rd time you've mentioned that.
I know. But
retro.
I think it was more. I think the amount of times I've said it was
more. He's giving it.
Oh, penalty! Oh,
really? Flipping heck, mate! Seriously.
Oh, from the live, it looked like.
I thought he got the ball.
I'm sorry, but that didn't look like a penalty at all.
Yeah, I agree. It looked like he got the ball, but
yeah,
I imagine VR going to check it. But let's have a look on the replay. It was a good move by Real Madrid from the back. And then the ball was played forward. Good drive and run. Ball was cut back.
Oh no! Oh, he gets his ankle, but that's really stretching. That's stretching. That's stretching. It's not. No, not for me. Not for me at all.
Oh, I don't know. Yes, it's difficult.
You can argue maybe that trailing leg, but not for me. No, I wouldn't. If that's outside the box, the referee would be telling him to get up. Really would be.
Well, it's been given. Here we go. It's going to be Benzema. Come out. He scored an outrageous Panenka in the first leg. What's he going to do now? Surely he's going to absolutely smash it.
Yeah, bottom left, I reckon.
Here we go.
Edison's left, I reckon.
To complete an amazing comeback.
And justification from one point of view for the amount of chances he's missed in this game.
Well, yeah, not half, yeah. And to take the lead in the first time in the entire tie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously 5-1 aggregate, of course. Here we go. Benzema's going to take it. Benzema!
Bottom left. I said it. I said Edison's bottom left.
Coolness personified. That's Real Madrid 3-1 up on the night.
That's unreal. That's brilliant.
6-5 on aggregate. Fucking me. Fucking hell.
So Marcello's just like a cheerleader these days. Doesn't play. He's just a cheerleader.
What a penalty by Benzema. That is coolness personified, isn't it, lads?
Absolutely. Went exactly the way. Yeah, you could tell straight off.
Fantastic. And City, here we go.
It's the inside of the post as well, so it's
good. Yeah, even if Edison dived the right way, you'd have no chance of that. Right, well, over 20 odd people. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Let us know if can City get back into it in the live chat. Let us know your thoughts. I think City have got a couple of chances in them. Obviously, there's still a lot of time to go, but can they convert them? I mean, I'll be shocked if Sterling doesn't come on at some point.
It's a shame these don't go to sudden death, isn't it? Like, that's it, boom, end the half, and that's it, bum. But
that's what the silver goal was, wasn't it?
Yeah. I thought the silver goal was just scoring, and then they half finished, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Golden
goal, that's it, isn't it? Done.
Golden goal, yeah.
I wish I kept that a little bit longer than they did.
Yeah, because there was a couple of remember a couple of. Oh, here we go. I'll come back to that. The ball forward.
Out.
Corner.
Yeah, I was out anyway, wasn't it? Surely.
Yeah. I can remember a couple of goals. One was David Trezeguet in 2000 when France won Euro 2000. I think it was 01 or 2000. Yeah, 2001 when Liverpool beat. Here we go, Alaves in the UEFA Cup. That was a golden goal. I think it was an own goal. I think it was as well.
It was an own goal. Yeah, I do remember that.
It comes in. Oh, it's well cleared by Real Madrid this occasion. Zinchenko running back to get that one.
He always looks like a little kid, doesn't he?
No, he does, yeah. Still time for City, but they've just got to get that composure on the ball again. They've just been blown away in this this start of extra time and then that last few minutes of stoppage time, eh?
Well, Russ, mate, you might get your wish. We'll talk about that in 25 minutes. But
yeah, well, as I say, I've just never been a fan of two teams from the same league playing Champions League final. Don't know. It's just me. It's just.
I think it could be this. Yeah, I think the same. I think it could be the same for obviously two of the same team from any country, potentially.
Well, no, it's a good argument about the FA Cup, and we know why people don't like to watch it when it's City, Liverpool, or Chelsea, Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? We want to see the underdog. We're not used to seeing it, but we like to see a team that's not really competing in that sort of sense of the word to be there, like Wigan.
Wigan won it, yeah.
Yeah. Ball comes in. Oh, it's well headed away. Zinchenko.
They beat Man City, wasn't it? They beat.
It was City, so
yeah, it was. Zinchenko, good cross. Oh, it's Fernandinho of all players. We don't want it to fall to. Yeah, Wigan beat City. Yeah, but Ben Watson was it? Yeah.
They got relegated, didn't they?
They got relegated.
It was mental. Yeah, they were relegated and playing European football down in the Championship.
And Russ, here's one for you as well. Might want to cover your ears for this one. But Birmingham City when they beat beat Arsenal in the League Cup.
Oh, shut up, fella.
That's when they smashed us in the semi-final, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I
was fuming. I was absolutely fuming.
I went to both of those legs, the home and the away leg. That was actually my first West Ham away game. That going up to St Andrews at fucking freezing temperatures, and seriously, we were penned in afterwards, and we were all huddling together trying to keep warm. It was so cold. It was unreal. I'll never forget that.
Plus we lost as well. So
exactly. Because we just edged it in the first leg at home, and then we were up at half time if I remember correctly as well, and then just Avon Grant pulled his magic and we were out.
God, yeah. I'll just go back to this game. Sterling's on for Rodri.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the last.
Again, not a bad shout either for that matter.
It's the last sub for City. So rolling the dice as you'd expect. Yeah, it's 22 people watching. Thanks, everyone. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And
subscribe.
Specifically, guys, put it in the comments. Come on, in the live chat. Come on.
Yeah, tell us what you think's going to happen.
You've got 20 minutes left of this game still to go. What do you think the remaining outcome's going to be?
And like the stream if you're enjoying it. Cheers.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a cup of tea at some point.
What, in half time?
Rock and roller.
Half time
in 10 seconds, in the 10 seconds in the middle,
Yeah. When we have the break, I'm going to go out making myself a cup of tea. Might have a Bovril. Get the McVitie's out.
Hobnobs, mate.
Hobnobs. Do you know what? I'm not really a fan of a Bovril. I've tried it. It's like
it's just like gravy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not really. Yeah, it's not really fun.
I used to have it all the time at up at the bowling. Fucking freezing, and you're drinking that. It helps. It really does help.
Right, I suppose. Yeah. Zinchenko,
more of a hot chocolate man.
And it.
Oh yeah.
30 years ago, maybe. But
Horlicks or Ovaltine.
Ovaltine, mate. What are you on about?
Greenish.
Horlicks was horrible.
Well defended.
Never had it. Never had Ovaltine either, for that matter. Never had it.
That's well carried forward.
That's when I know I'm getting old. I fancy having Ovaltine.
Watch out, oh no, that's not a foul, is it?
That's not a foul. Come on.
There's no way. No way.
It's a yellow. Sterling's got a yellow for that. You're joking.
He's only been on a couple of minutes. What?
Oh, I thought we got the
He's
ball.
not bothered by
It wasn't it, mate.
Oh,
that?
Well, in today's
Studs up.
It shouldn't be a foul, but technically in today's football, it is a foul. I don't agree.
Up, innit?
Yeah, so it shouldn't be a foul. I agree, but in today's,
he gets the ball again. It's the follow through. This is my argument for decades, mate. It's the follow. You can't pull your leg back that quickly. You just can't. So he's gonna. Of course, he's gonna make contact.
It shouldn't be a foul, but it is a little in the letter of the law. So the ref technically is right. Annoyingly, but yes. So I used to. Throwback football, early 2000s, late 90s. Do you know what I mean? The ref would allow you a couple of challenges, especially in derbies. But now it's like you can't fucking make any tackles whatsoever.
I mean, I remember with the last World Cup talking about that. Can't remember who it was, but there's a bloke who went for the ball high up, got the ball, but followed through and hit him on the chest. It's like he's got to be sent off. It's foul play. No, it's not. You try putting your legs down that in the space of a tenth of a second. You just can't do it.
Oh, mate. Oh,
here he comes. Here he comes.
Silly Bollocks is on.
Oh, where's the sound effect for the king has risen? Let's have a look. I've got feeding the ducks. I'd rather not play those ducks. Yeah, that's what you have in the stream. I've got some random ones.
Play it, mate. It might be entertaining. Go on.
Well, mate, this game's entertaining enough, to be honest with you. Oh, here we go.
It's certainly over the last 20, 25 minutes, it's certainly picked up, isn't it?
That's in it. He's Grealish. Oh, he's done well there. Fernandinho. Space out wide for Cancelo. Crosses comes in. Oh, it's composure by Carvajal there. Cool as a
he was in front of goal. I thought he was going to put it in the net.
Do you know what? I'm with you there, mate. 100%. I'm with you. That was my
like funny football bloopers or so. I swear something a player did that. But, like just turned and smashed it in his own net. Oh,
that was a QPR game because I could have sworn I heard Les Ferdinand talk about that once. Must have been a QPR game.
Might have been.
I remember the old Danny Baker football own goals and gaffes videos I used to have.
Oh God,
Here we go. Sub for Real Madrid.
What's he got short pantaloons on for?
That's those cycling shorts, isn't it?
The king goes off and the king comes on.
Oh yeah, Benzema. At the moment, looks like he's got the winner for Real Madrid with that penalty, and he's coming off in there. Ceballos is
big match. Danny, he leaves Arsenal, wins Champions League.
Ceballos coming on for Real Madrid. So,
what if he scores, Russ?
I'll have to think of something.
That just solidifies his place as the greatest player ever, surely. just confirm. We knew it anyway. Just confirm.
In the final. In the final against Liverpool.
Oh, that'd be
I'll get a shirt with his name on the back.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant.
Do you know what you say that? Dennis said that about Yarmolenko, Bill, remember? And look what happened.
Very true. Very true. Right, so we've got about, 30 seconds to extra time? Oh, sorry, half time and extra time.
Well, I'm going to make a cup of tea now.
Yeah, get the kettle on, mate.
Your hobnobs out, mate.
The kettle's already done.
I'll ask him when he comes back if he has milk or sugars. Handball? No, play on. Oh, yeah, Cancelo's
damn it. Come on, we want Russ to miss it. Come on.
He's Sterling. Oh, what a challenge that is.
Perfect. Absolutely.
Wow.
2 minutes. Nacho. 2 minutes of added time.
Nacho, who's the skipper now. Now Benzema's off, leading from the front there. Had to win that one.
Do you know what? Do you know what? If that's Premier League, that's called. 100% that's called. And what a challenge that is.
Brilliant challenge. It's still, it's 2 minutes of stoppage time.
Yeah.
Here's Grealish. Can they make one more effort, City, in this first period? Good one. Fernandinho's back post.
Oh, what
a header back.
Oh, what are you not doing?
Oh, Foden, not poor touch. I'm very unlike him. Here's Cancelo, though. Oh, he's done well there. Bernardo Silva, he's been running all day. Sterling. He's done well, Sterling. Bernardo Silva. Great chat. I think it's Camavinga with a great tackle and clearance.
Gundogan should have done better there. He absolutely ball watched. He could have scored.
I think he come at the Foden, but the
yeah, but it was travelling, but he just goes like that. That's why I went, "What you lot doing?" Because it was just like went straight past him. He could have had it. He really could have had it. There's enough space there for him to track back a little bit, get it, and boom.
Okay, about 40 odd seconds to go in this first period. Is Zinchenko. Can I get in the box?
I've got that bloody R&B song in my head now because you said that. Got 40 seconds to go.
You know what
I'm talking about.
Yeah, 21 seconds. What is it? Oh, ball comes in, headed on. Oh, save! Oh, oh, it's Fernandinho. Not the man you want with the goal gaping.
Do you know?
Cancelo with an outrageous cross. Foden heads it on. Fingertip save. Oh, Fernandinho, he's just got his studs up, stretching for it. Oh dear, oh dear.
Just an inch round and that's in.
God, not the man you want. And there we are. It's half time and extra time. God, that last few minutes. God, edge of your seat stuff.
Yeah, completely.
Right.
15 minutes. 15 minutes away from.
Well, I mean, Real Madrid. Ancelotti. I mean, he's an absolute legend anyway at Real Madrid. But if he gets to the final in this manner with the teams he's beaten, I mean, he won't be the greatest ever. But my God, like he's got to be in the pantheon of legendary Real Madrid managers, of which there's been many.
Trailing to PSG turned it around. Slight advantage over Chelsea and kept it, and trailing to City. I guarantee there's not one other manager that has that on their CV. Really hasn't.
Oh, well, it's not over yet, but yeah, 15 minutes to go. Oh, speechless, mate.
Every other word you can see him mouthing is attack. Yeah. Literally every other word is like that attack. Attack.
So solid crew. So solid crew.
Whoa! All right. Looks like one of the Real Madrid fans is getting players is getting a happy ending. I don't know if you noticed it or not, but there's this physio rubbing one of the guy's legs. Was like really going like that.
They're just panning to the crowd.
30 Dave from camera 3. Yeah, look.
Oh yeah. It's the Ceballos. Why is he getting a rub? He's only just come on. Oh, kill hell. He ain't got cramp, surely.
It's just him on him in his ground with the leg up. You just see in the back. Really.
Cheers, man. Real Madrid, yeah, unbelievable. 15 minutes to go for them. Can City? They've created a couple of chances towards the end of that first half extra time. But can they?
Fernandinho technically he's had two chances alone, hasn't he?
Not the man you want it to fall to.
No, granted, but
yeah. Especially that second one. It's just I know he was stretching, but bloody hell. Nice cup of tea, Ross.
What's happened?
Did you see what happened with Fernandinho's effort?
Yeah, I was just looking through the door.
So and then obviously they've just done the half-time. And they were showing some of the players getting a rub down with their legs and that. I can't understand if you played the whole game like Bernardo Silva or Foden or whatever, but Ceballos was getting one. He's only just on the fucking pitch. It's like Jesus.
He was getting his leg massaged so vigorously the physio's arm practically blurred.
Went all pixelated. That's how quickly they were doing it.
Seriously, I said to Bill, Russ, I went. Looks like someone's getting a happy ending then, because all you could see is his arm going like this.
Oh, those Japanese movies you've been watching again.
All right, here we go. Second half, a bit underway.
Yeah, Fernandinho's whinging about a foul again, by the looks of it.
Yeah. I can see. Can they force penalties? Can they get it done?
Stranger things have happened, mate.
Oh, mate. Last half hour of this match. Half hour ago, City were 1-0 up, cruising.
Yeah.
The only thing I'd say about the subs, though, I can agree with the players coming on, but I think, did they sub De Bruyne off too early?
You could argue that, actually. Yeah, you could argue that.
I think the players that have come on, I'd say fair enough, but
they've done well. But
De Bruyne off that early, what's the risk?
I mean, he wasn't exactly like he was hitting his mojo. But that's a blatant foul by Foden. Come on. Fernandinho's got a case there. He's got a case there.
Yeah, definitely. Real Madrid got the ball with Carvajal with the throw. That's one back.
I wonder if this Italian ref's got his
well there.
In the house.
Here's Foden. Sterling is in the support if he can fight. Oh, what a ball that is! It's Sterling.
Inch perfect again.
Well defended by Nacho, and he's got the foul. And he's done well, Nacho. He's made a couple of nice challenges today. He's in for Alaba, who's on the bench tonight. He had to do well. Good touch by Sterling. Oh, no, actually, it wasn't. It wasn't a good touch at all. And Nacho got in there. Yeah.
Nacho looks like one.
Looks like he clashed with Mendy. Actually, looks like he clashed with Mendy. I know he didn't, but the way because he kept his feet for a few seconds, and then Mendy was running in, and all of a sudden he's down like that.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh, bloody hell!
21 people still watching. Cheers, guys. Thanks for joining.
Thank you very much, Pete.
Subscribe,
like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, we had a few of that subs, so thanks very much. If
nice. So it's our music talk, mate. That's what's done it.
Oh yeah. Oh,
there's only 2 people watching.
Give the people.
You're talking about the cast.
Yeah. Oh no, everyone wants to know, Russ, what you have in your tea. Do you have any milk or sugar?
No sugar. I'm sweet enough.
Oh, bingo! Where's that sick bucket of mine? Well, you just have milk, yeah?
Yeah, just milk, mate. Yeah, I don't mess about with tea, mate. Just got to have...
Specifically, what milk? What's the colour of the?
What colour code is it?
Yeah, what's the colour?
Green, red, or blue?
I do like full fat milk, but yeah, I semi-skimmed.
Oh, that's the green, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's what I have. Yeah.
No point with the red. Don't just taste like water.
What's the purple one?
It's pasteurised, isn't it?
I have no idea, mate. I just avoid it. So.
I do like Jersey full fat milk, actually.
Oh, here we go.
On the old cornflakes, lovely.
The dairy connoisseur.
I used to have the blue. I used to have the blue one, no, the full fat one.
Yeah, full fat milk. Yeah,
used to have that, but I just have the semi-skim now. Just got used to the taste.
Yeah, I'll just.
You know what? My dad pulled out a very, very obvious dad joke when we were kids. It's like you got a glass of milk and it went like that. It's like, do you know what that is? What it says? It's pasteurised.
Fucking hell.
We were very young.
Yeah. Where's that crowbar?
I think I'll use that on my little one because he won't know what pasteurised milk is.
All right. 10 minutes for City. Can they do it? I'm sure they'll create at least 1 or 2 big opportunities.
Absolutely.
Can they take them?
They've had quite a fair few. I mean,
yeah, and in keep going back to it, lads. But the first leg, leg.
Seriously,
be out of sight, mate.
So far, City have had 15 shots on 10 on target.
Wow, that is a lot.
And they've only scored 1 goal. Yeah, that shows you how fantastically well Courtois is doing. Real Madrid, 14 shots, 5 on target.
Yeah, I'm just going to look at the stats quickly for the first leg.
How bad Edison is. Come on, I'm trying to create a little bit of controversy. At least some people, all these people that are watching and not saying anything in the chat. Come on, you're getting this for free. At least contribute.
No, they're loving it, mate. So yeah, I'm just looking at the.
What about you? I'm getting paid.
In hobnobs.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind if my fitties are watching.
Brand deal, mate. Hashtag ad, isn't it?
Yeah, if my fitties are watching, send us a packet.
It's
chocolate one.
And from the first leg, City had 16 shots, 6 of them on target. Well, I think that's.
They should have been out of sight, mate.
Well,
First
exactly, yeah.
game.
But, yeah,
First half of the first game. First leg.
Oh, no issue. No, well, still not out of it. There's 9 minutes to go. Free kick for Gundogan's going to take it. Back post. Header. As well. Is it cleared? No, Grealish has got it. Oh, he's done well there. Grealish. Plays it back. Sterling.
Loses it.
Oh, dear,
Again, running into danger. Exactly as Mahrez was doing.
Cheers, Alan. Hello, mate. Yeah. Just need to get the ball in the box. So that's the Bios.
Yeah. Wonder kid.
Couple of subs for Real Madrid.
Marcelo coming on ever?
Nah, of course he ain't.
We just need some pom-poms. That's all he needs.
Oh, yeah. And one of those like, boo, like
the Vuvuzelas, yeah.
Do you remember those Vuvuzelas? I had one of them.
Oh, man.
Did you?
Really?
Driving my mum mad. Yeah, mum bought me one for, when was that? It's 2000.
2010. 2010.
Yeah, 2010.
Mum bought me one. I was just like blowing this thing down the road. It sounded like bees.
God. When you hear a couple of them, they're quite nice. But when you've got a whole stadium full of them,
it sounds like you've been attacked by bees, isn't it?
Because I was watching that first game in that World Cup, I was like, "What's that noise?" Just
when you got 50,000 people doing it, it sounds shocking. But when you got a few people, it sounds quite nice, doesn't it? It's one of them.
I thought there was something wrong with the TV. So what's that noise?
They're phoning up voting. Static. What's going on?
Yeah.
Rodrigo's drawn a foul there. He's done well. Got the 2 goals.
Danny's geeing him up. You see.
Oh, that's why he's on the pitch, mate. Experience.
Moral support.
All right.
He hasn't touched a ball yet. Moral support.
Change camera angle, please, director. We don't want to know where this is going.
Militao's putting a right shift tonight at the back.
Well, even the first day people are
rush,
taking
medics,
They're wasting time, aren't they? Time wasting.
They clearly want Real Madrid to win.
Yeah. There's only 7 minutes to go. No rush.
We figure the amount of money that Pep's spent at Man City, how much, £1 billion or whatever?
Yeah, well over that now. But yeah, again, as this Bills were saying beforehand, mate, just blight on the CV if you can't get through this bit.
Well, yeah. Interesting to see what the action will be when if it does stay like this.
There's an argument to say that from Real Madrid's point of view, that there's been decisions that haven't gone their way because it's all gone City's way from what we're seeing from these fouls and these stupid. I mean, what Kyle Walker wasn't sanctioned for that, I'll never bloody know.
True.
And Foden. There's no need for Foden to do that either, for that matter.
Couple subs for Real Madrid now. I think that's their lot, isn't it?
Can you make one extra substitution when you're in extra time?
Good shout. That's a good shout. Yeah, they might be able to.
I don't know. I'm guessing so, but
yeah, maybe. Anyway, Vinicius, what a game he's had. He's coming off.
No, not coming off.
He made the signal he didn't want to come off, but too late now.
Yeah, because they've only made 4 subs, and they Real Madrid. So yeah, they can do that. Vasquez.
Yeah, Vasquez is on for Vinicius. Yeah, Vinicius, what a game he had, by the way. Outstanding. I think probably man of the match. I think that if you said that earlier, didn't you, John?
Yeah, totally. I can't think of anybody from either side that has worked so hard and has done so much than Vinicius. Really can't. And if McManaman hasn't made that decision, then he's a big of a pillock than I already thought he was. Because it will be him who decides the man of the match, won't it? So
I loved it when Stephen McManaman played for Madrid. I thought he was amazing.
Oh, this is what I find weird, Russ, about Stephen McManaman. He was a fantastic player for Liverpool and obviously Real Madrid. I think won the Champions League twice. I think one of them.
Yeah, he scored the winner, didn't he?
Yeah.
But how could he be so good and yet? When you hear him speak on commentary in the studio, it's like he's never played at the league level. It's funny, crazy.
Mm. Well, some players were designed not to be managers, mate. Let's put it that way.
Or designed to be pundits in this
Gary
case.
Neville.
Yeah, because he can't analyze it, can he? He can't analyze it at all. It's just you could argue he was like very much like Robbie Savage, a drone rather than a thinker.
The thing.
Michael Owen's the one who says the obvious thing, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
And Jamie Redknapp. He's not as bad as he used to be, but he still does it.
Yeah, what was the one he did where he circled how many fingers the goalkeeper held up? Where he said he wants 4 people in the ball. He fucking circled it. It's like, cheers, Jamie. I think most of us got a good working set of eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can understand that. Not everyone's got 8 fingers and 2 thumbs out there. We don't even really need to figure that one out,
especially in Norwich.
Classic.
Sorry, Norwich fans.
Yeah, if anyone's watching.
Good luck in the Championship next season.
They'll be back up again. They'll win it again.
Be one of those yo-yo teams, aren't they?
Oh yeah,
forever.
Well, they have been in like this century. It's not even the most like back in the day when back in the day it was like 05 or whatever, when like when they had like Dean Ash and Leon McKenzie up front. Even back then, they were a bit of a yo-yo team.
Darren Eady, do you remember Darren Eady?
Oh, what a throwback! And
Darren Huckabee.
Yeah.
We need Dennis.
Oh yeah. Well, Robert Green before West Ham signed him.
Brian Gunn.
Yeah.
Brian Gunn.
This was it.
I swear they had was it Damon Francis in midfield?
Rings a bell.
Anyway, it's Sterling.
Oh, come on.
Really?
Oh, is it a goal kick he's given?
He's given a goal kick. I thought he gave the foul. Let's have a look.
Oh, he dived. Yeah, he dived.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Got to book him then, isn't he?
The way he pointed, I thought he was pointing for the free kick, but
no.
Who knows?
Good decision, but I think the referee's done really well tonight, I've got to say.
Absolutely. Well, apart from a few dodgy decisions here and there going City's way when it should have really gone Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Over the 120 minutes. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, that's done well. Right. Just over a minute for City. Can they... Well, this second half's been a bit of a disappointment. They haven't created anything, have they? Absolutely nothing.
Just not got out again. Not got out of first gear as because of how well Real Madrid has been playing.
Well,
and that says a lot, doesn't it? To keep City quiet for this length of time.
Well, I think the Madrid defence have really. Look at the Seedorf.
Throwback, isn't it?
And Ever as well. We mentioned some of the Real Madrid defenders, but I think Carvajal was at an outstanding second half and extra time, and Militao. Nacho's put in a few good tackles as well. So, yeah,
Modric played well as well for that matter. Casemiro, I can't think of any.
He's made a difference.
Can't think of any Real Madrid players that have been shaky. Not one.
No.
Casemiro didn't play in the first leg, did he? He didn't start.
No. Yeah, you can see the difference he's made tonight. It can have one more chance. He's Grealish. Can he get in the box?
Out.
Corner. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Last chance to lose.
Literally. I'll be very surprised if we get more than 2 minutes of added time for this.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
I am surprised. Like I said to you beforehand, Bill, I like it when football proves me wrong because it doesn't happen all that often. It's happened 3 times tonight.
Ball comes in. Good header. Can they clear it again? Oh, Cancelo with a good head. Fernandinho. Oh, no
way. Just leave it.
God, that was easy for Real Madrid.
Just leave it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, Real Madrid, you can sense it. You can sense it on the bench. You can sense it in the crowd. They are so close. I mean,
sometimes that's when it backfires on you, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It'd be interesting to see whether this is the toughest run that any side's had to a final. With the quality and how far they've had to dig deep as well. It's not like they've beaten these sides easily, is it? So
I wouldn't say it was the toughest run, but it's certainly been it's been a hard run for them. I wouldn't say it was tough, given Real Madrid's quality. You know, we're talking about, I don't know, if you want to say tough, we're talking about, I don't know, like Huddersfield getting to the Champions League. That's a tough one. But I know what you mean, Bill. I know where you're going with it. But
Huddersfield, you can say any side.
first one that came to my head.
Yeah, fantastic. Nah, I wouldn't disagree with that. But in terms of the caliber of the teams they've had to face.
That's what I'm saying. If it was just like, if it was like a low, like if it was like, I don't know, like Frankfurt, for example, a team that you wouldn't expect to get that far, then yes.
Yeah.
But with Real Madrid's history, the manager, the players, it's been difficult for them. I'm not saying it hasn't in any shape or form. We've witnessed half of the difficulties they've had to go through.
Here we are. Ball goes in the box. Is Cancelo.
50 seconds to go.
Bernardo Silva won't need one good cross. Back post. Oh,
that wasn't it.
No,
that wasn't it.
Was not it. But expect better from Bernardo Silva. 40 seconds to go. One more chance. Will they get City? Well, their dreams are over for the Champions League again. Ball flicked on. Oh, that might be it. That might be it. Oh, they're celebrating already on the bench. And you can't blame them. 30-odd seconds.
And everyone has to go for Arsenal for celebrating winning the game.
Yeah, but not like you won the bloody league like you did on Sunday, mate.
Chris Sutton's going to be...
Up.
Chris Sutton is...
That was muted celebrations, that was.
It bloody wasn't. It might have been on the telly. It wasn't in real life.
That's it.
He's blown early. He's blown early.
Oh, fantastic. Unbelievable. What a game. And they've done it. Real Madrid, they've dug deep again to reach another Champions League final. Ancelotti's done it again. Another brilliant turnaround for Real Madrid. I mean, JP, I mean, it's hard to sum that 120 minutes up, mate, but do your best.
Only way you can really sum it up is not good enough from City. Not good enough. Not enough application. Not enough defensive nounces for the two goals. Granted, they were from free kicks and a lot of them, but they at least two of them, I should say. But just that's not the City we saw last week, and you see just Shevchenko's on the floor just not understanding what's going on either. That's not the City that was against Real Madrid. But again, as I said, throughout most of it, it's because of how well Real Madrid have been playing.
Yeah,
absolutely unreal, a beautiful performance from them. Never say die as we've seen them throughout all the previous rounds beforehand. Just perfect. Just beautiful. The beautiful game back once again.
Yeah, spot on, mate. Totally agree with that. Before I come to you, Russ, thanks, Melvin. Thanks for joining in.
Cheers, Mel. Take care, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate you joining in.
I'll
the chat.
speak to you soon. But yeah, basically what JP said. Basically, that's it.
Yeah,
Man City should have won that, shouldn't they? Man City should have been outside in the first leg, but this Madrid team, we just can't count them out.
Yeah,
Man City just didn't take any of their chances. It was just it was the strangest 2 legs of football I think I've ever seen in my life. Really.
Yeah, it was well the whole the tie itself, the 2 legs were outstanding. I think. I mean, the first leg was for different reasons. It was free flowing, attacking, both sides, end to end, basketball style. 7 goals could have been 10 to 12. You know, equally. And then this second leg, obviously not as many goals, but it was very absorbing. It was exciting. Went to the very end, and I think overall City, they'll be so disappointed. I mean, we mentioned it all throughout. You guys just mentioned it just now. The first leg, it finished 4-3. Should have been 6-3. Should have been 7-3. They should have had at least a 3-goal head start tonight. They only had the 1.
Yeah.
And then even when Mahrez scored with 15 minutes to go, you got to see the game out, haven't you? And then, but Real Madrid, they've done it again. We've seen it. This amazing, never say die attitude, the determination, willing to win. The substitutes as well. Rodrigo, he's seen him make an impact in the knockout games. He scored 2. They get the penalty in the first half extra time, and Benzema, he missed a couple of chances early in the first half of normal time, but he struck a
guys. It's just they've just shown it up on the screen, and I'm just reading on BBC Sport just to make sure I have read it correctly.
Yeah.
Rodrigo 90 plus 1. Benzema 95th minute.
Yeah,
it's just
frightening.
Just
bonkers. Is rather than it's just because again it kind of proves what I was saying earlier about the timing between the goals that Real Madrid and City did last week. It's just it's mental. But to concede two goals in not even 2 minutes, like 90 seconds, 100 seconds. I can't imagine how fuming Guardiola is.
They did the same against PSG, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. Russia beat me to it. The PSG. I wouldn't say Man City imploded, but I think it's just like they didn't make the mistakes that PSG made, but they still didn't read the situation well enough. You know, even if it's just like, okay, they've scored, we keep the ball and just be a bit pragmatic with it. But Real Madrid just alive. They kept going, and when you have quality on the bench, Rodrigo, obviously, I don't think he starts many games. But fucking what an impact he made with the goals. I mean, the first one, obviously, Mahrez with a brilliant goal for City, great finish. But the equaliser on the night, great pullback by Benzema, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and then Rodrigo finished like Benzema outside the right foot, made a difficult finish look pretty easy, and then the header for the second goal was outstanding. Poor marking for City, and then I think with the penalty, I think live it looked like Diaz won the ball. I've got to say on the replay, I think I could see why the ref gave it. Obviously, VAR were not going to overrule him because it was a 50-50 call. They left
Eden Hazard.
Yeah,
he's doing a John Terry special, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's going to be kitted up.
Where's Bale then? Where's Gareth Bale?
On the golf course.
Oh yeah,
probably. Yeah.
I just want a big shout out to Danny Ceballos. What an amazing performance to carry Madrid through to the final of the Champions League.
Yeah,
on his back, single-handedly carried him.
Yeah, so what a match! Yeah, absolutely, brilliant match. But City again. For all the obviously the money they spent, they got to the final last season. Chelsea pipped them. You got to say favourites going into this second leg, especially with 15 minutes to go, and they're not on and that's another season. They're not in the final.
No. Like I said, it's a blight on his CV. There is genuinely no other explanation for it. Bill, you're absolutely spot on, mate. There's no implosion in any shape or form. Just again, Real Madrid's quality was better. We said that City edged it on the defense because their defense was better than it was in the first leg, and again, proven wrong. Proven wrong. It's just.
Can you imagine, like,
honestly, I'll be very, very surprised if anybody else says anything different than it was just Real Madrid's quality that I've overdone them, because you can't explain it on any other level from City's point of view. They had the more shots on target, they had the more shots of opportunities as well, for that matter. But the difference between the goalkeepers at the end of the day.
Well, I think I just read somewhere that a load of Madrid fans walked out because they thought it was over and they were trying to get back in.
Imagine. Couldn't blame them, to be honest with you. I hate people leaving early, which I'm going to talk about tomorrow. But yeah, I wouldn't blame them being that down at 10 with 20 minutes to go of full time. Totally understandable.
This goes back in history, though. Like, remember Man United in '99 to beat Bayern Munich 2 goals.
Well, Liverpool fans went out Champions League.
Liverpool, 3-0 down to a brilliant Milan side at half time, and one of the best comebacks ever. And that's Real Madrid fans should know, of all sides who could make a comeback. Look at the games this season. We keep going on about PSG, Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? So
exactly. Over celebrating,
and even just going back going back to Liverpool, Barcelona, a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, great
first leg, absolutely no chance of coming back, and bam, did it.
Yeah, and Salah wasn't even available, was he?
Exactly.
What was the one where PSG were 4-0 up first? Was that Barcelona as well?
Yeah, that was Barcelona. Yeah. Who I think Emery might have been charged at PSG then.
He was, yeah.
I think that game cost him the sack. But well, I think no, it's just obviously we keep saying about Real Madrid, not the side of old, but my God, they have got a fighting spirit that any side would be proud of.
It's pedigree as well, isn't it? They've done it in Champions League before. I still think there is that minute thing of teams that haven't won the Champions League just getting over that hump.
Yeah.
It is like you're right.
Yeah,
Russ, it's totally psychological, 100%, 100%. But at the same point, there's again the quality of it. Multiple league titles, FA Cup, League Cup. It's even the bloody Milk Cup,
Rumbelows League Cup.
Exactly. And all that sort of stuff. And what's it? The Community Shield. They've won that a few times as well. So it's literally everything. They never won the World Cup though, did they? The World Cup, the world that Chelsea won. I know Liverpool did it the other. Or
the Real Madrid.
It's no City.
No, because I think you've got to be in the.
You've got to win the Champions League.
You've got to win the Champions League to be in that competition.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. So it's literally just those two that they haven't won. They've won everything else.
Yeah.
Like Arsenal.
Well, obviously, except Europa because they've never been in Europa League I can remember, but
not recently. Anyway.
At least there's one more English side other than Arsenal that hasn't won the Champions League.
But yeah, so
that's the real blood. That's the real reason why he didn't want an all-English final.
Well, let's chat about the final quickly. So obviously, it's Real Madrid to play Liverpool. It's a repeat of the final from 2018. So possible revenge in order for Liverpool. Obviously, Real Madrid won that night, and that was that infamous injury to Mo Salah from Sergio Ramos. So, but that's going to be a Titanic of a final. It's going to be exceptional. I can't wait for it.
Can they get Ramos back on loan just for the final?
Get him on the bench.
Yeah.
There's a cheerleader next to Marcelo.
No, I'll definitely put him on there for the last 10 minutes.
To be honest with you, Bill, I know I keep saying it, but we genuinely did pick the right team to the right fixtures to watch.
Oh yeah.
Because imagine if we'd gone the other way, because we were talking about watching the City game first of all and watch their progression through it.
Yeah.
It would be a bit weird. Because I know you would have done the Champions League regardless anyway. So it would have been a bit weird to cover the final, knowing that the team we were watching throughout the progression wasn't there. Whereas now we've got more got that sort of, I wouldn't say support for Real Madrid, but it's there to a degree. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like because we've seen them come this far, we want to see them finish.
Especially, I think obviously Real Madrid not underdogs, of course they're not. The amount of trophies they won over there, but like in terms of their fighting spirit, never say die attitude, willing to win, which we would like in all our sides. Or I think we have as West Ham fans. That certainly this season.
Just English football supporters for more than that matter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, British bulldog mentality.
Yeah,
obviously, but Real Madrid have got their own sort of Spanish version. But I mean, I'm just looking at 64 people viewing. Cheers, guys, for everyone that's viewing. I mean, if you want to stick around, then let us know your thoughts of the game in the chat. And who's going to win the final, Real Madrid or Liverpool? But that's going to be an amazing final. We've got a few weeks yet until that. But the way Real Madrid, the momentum they've had this season in the Champions League, I mean, you can't. Well, obviously it's obviously on the day, but you can't rule this side out, especially with Benzema.
I mean, just out of curiosity, what was Liverpool's run? Because I know obviously there was a bit shaky last night and everything, but what was their run to get here? Were they ever in that position that Real Madrid have been, where they were losing at every stage and then come back to win it?
No, I think in comparison, they've had it pretty serenely. I'm just going to look at their run. Actually, just go on UEFA's.
I don't think they were in any danger.
Not really. I think they.
So, if that's the case, then technically you can say that Real Madrid are the underdogs because they've done it the harder way. They've got the better momentum from that point of view.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'll just go for their. Let's just go for it. So they beat Inter Milan in the last 16. Again, Milan not the force of old in the quarters. Who did they play? Benfica. The first leg won 3-1. Second leg was 3-3. 6-4. Liverpool won that one, and in the semis, easy enough in the first leg against Villarreal. Then the only time they've really been in danger in the this knockout stages was the first half of last night. I'd say.
I was reading that, yeah.
But even then, Villarreal, they drew it level, so it wasn't like they were behind. Do you know what I mean? I don't think Liverpool haven't been behind in any of the for any minutes of the knockout stage. So, but as I say, it's all on the day. And Ancelotti, fucking keep said it throughout. I mean, he's another final, and he just gets it done. Knows how to get it done, especially in this competition. I don't know how many times he's won it. 3 or 4 times he won it. It's crazy.
It's just the only problem is we've got another 90 minutes of Steve McManaman in his bad suits and his bad shoes.
Well, just do what I do and have it on mute, mate.
I've turned it off now, but I was just Anyway, it is. It's going to be. I will genuinely be going into watching the Champions League final with you, Bill, wanting Madrid to win it.
Yeah, me too. When is the final?
It's a couple of weekends away, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Saturday, is it?
It's on a Saturday. It's the 28th. Oh, I'll be on my mate's stag do then. Going. I'll watch it somewhere at a pub somewhere, but yeah, I can't. Won't be able to watch it, you boys, unfortunately. But I should be. Shame we got such a bit of a wait to the final now, eh?
Where are you going for your stag do?
It's my mate's stag do. It's we're going to Newquay, Cornwall.
All right.
Oh bloody hell!
Yeah, we're going there. Yeah. So it should be. Hopefully, the weather would have picked up by the end of May. Hopefully, it would have picked up.
Yeah, well, that's a shame because it would have been quite good to complete the run of it. But
you'll have to do it, JP. Said I'll be a special guest, and you can have your little animations as well. Go.
Well, right on. But seriously, if we'll talk about it off camera because we'll talk about it.
If you guys want to do it, then great. Well, I'll get set up here. Yeah, we'll chat about it. I would finish up. We've still got 98 people watching. That's insane. So yeah, thanks everyone. So yeah, if you're new around here, subscribe to a channel for more watch-alongs and other football content, interviews and vlogs and all that. And subscribe to JP's channel as well.
98 times.
And subscribe to JP's channel as well. Links in the description below. But,
yeah, because we'll be doing the second leg of the Europa League semi-final tomorrow night. So come check it out.
Yeah, stick around for that. Yeah. Well, we'll plug your channel, Russ, but yeah.
Don't do anything, do you?
Dormant for a little while.
Understandable. Totally understandable.
I'll be in Champions League next year, so I'll be all right. So I'll start doing it.
Glory hunter.
You can come on my channel.
Yeah. Bring it on, mate.
Watch Champions League. We won't be watching Arsenal, though. We'll be watching something else.
Of course not. You won't be out in the first leg.
Hello, we'll go through the group stage, but there's the first round, knockout round, we'll struggle.
Round
probably get Barcelona or Bayern Munich, probably.
Wasn't there a stage, Russ, a few years ago, last year's Wenger, where you guys got knocked out of round of 16 4 years in a row, 5 years in a row?
Stop it. Just stop. we used to get Barcelona or Bayern Munich. That's the only 2 teams we get. And we would just
and the one season,
even if we finish first in the group, bloody Bayern Munich will finish second in their group just so they can get drawn against us.
Yeah, that's fine. You say that, and you are correct. However, the one time you didn't play either of those sides was Monaco. I think I'm going to go with.
No, Monaco. We lost to Monaco. No, we didn't play Monaco.
I could have sworn that was around the 16 game.
Yeah, you might be right, actually. because Monaco got. When did Monaco get to the final? Monaco got to the Champions League final, didn't they? I'm sure they did.
Yeah, that was back when Jose won it.
Because they knocked us out. Yeah, it was when Porto, wasn't it? Was it Porto Monaco?
In 2004, yeah.
Yeah, that year. Yeah, bloody Monaco knocked us out. I think it was quarterfinals.
I'm sure later on as well, because I remember Berbatov playing for Monaco.
Yeah,
I think he might have scored as well, if I remember rightly. I think that was when they had that Martial. That was when Martial and
Oh God, that must have been a while ago. Yeah,
Monaco. Yeah, I think anyway. And a couple of good defenders as well from memory. But
yeah, but don't leave it on a bad note. Now you've done so well, and now you bring me down.
You pulled it up.
You don't have to say, 5 years in a row you got knocked out in the knockout round.
Okay, that's all about 06 when you got to the final and lost to Barcelona.
I took a walk after that game. I was like, I'll never watch football ever again. I was so gutted. I was just like, I'm never watching another football game.
We can sympathise in the same year, actually, 2006, when we played Liverpool in the FA Cup final.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, especially me. I was fucking there, mate.
Oh no, because
I was right in line with it when Steven Gerrard shot in the last minute. I was right in line with it. Shaki's not paint saving this. He didn't. He got nowhere near it.
Yeah, but we was just like Arsenal were the best team in Europe. We would, if we had 11 players on the pitch, we would have beaten Barcelona. I'm still to my dying day, I would say we would have won that final.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah,
I wouldn't. Mate, it's a good shout.
I wouldn't disagree with that because that was pre-Barcelona under Pep, wasn't it?
It was Frank Rijkaard.
Yeah. This is genius Barcelona. So yeah, I think with 11 men, I think you guys would have beaten them. Yeah, and you guys took the lead as well. Was it?
Yeah, Sol Campbell with a banging header.
Yeah.
Should have been in my gaff, mate. I was a couple of us watching it here, mate. Just beers, everything went all over the place. It was just like carnage. And then they all went home, sort of at the final whistle. So I'm going home now.
Yeah.
Leave me to tidy up.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's football.
I'm just looking at through Twitter. Richard Jolly from the Independent.
Richard Jolly.
Real Madrid were behind for 178 minutes of a Champions League semi-final and are now in the Champions League final. Well, that just sums up, obviously, Real Madrid's resolve and determination, and also it's about who leads at the end of a match rather than who fucking leads.
Exactly. There's we got a comment in the chat. It makes quite a good point on a couple of things we were talking about.
Cheers, George. Yeah. Talking about the from that. Cheers. Oh, here's one from Anthony. Thanks, Anthony. I mean, City were robbed the valid time, but as Liverpool supporters, a few laughing emojis there. City around, yeah. Well, I think that would have been the still a brilliant sign at Real Madrid and Liverpool. But I mean, in terms of who have been the two best sides consistently over the past 3 or 4 seasons, it has been Man City and Liverpool. But still, though, well, I mean, Liverpool fans will be happy because obviously, City can't get the treble now, can they?
No.
So,
I
still think City will win the league.
Yeah, my mate Steve, you know the Bill, you know the Steve that we've seen at football.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for his message to go. Fucking Liverpool. They're not then you know because he might mind me saying this because he's admitted it himself. Half of his family is the blue side of Liverpool, so he hates when we play Liverpool. He absolutely hates them when we play them at home, and he's not neutral when we play Everton either, for that matter. He's West Ham all the way through, but he's like, I fucking hate these Liverpool cunts. Honestly, if you ever get a chance to come sit with us when we're playing Liverpool at home, it's fucking hysterical. He goes off on one, man. It's so funny. so funny. But it's like, oh God, Liverpool are going to win this now. They're going to do the treble. I'm just waiting for the message to come through. I really think I'm just waiting for it.
I'm just going to cheers, Anthony, for what you said earlier. If you're still watching, mate, I mean, are you happy that you playing Real Madrid? Is it easier or well, actually, to be fair, City or Real Madrid is still a hard game, but in terms of how the way they play, would you prefer playing Real Madrid or?
The only thing with me is their luck has to run out at some point, and I just hope it's not against Liverpool.
Real Madrid's luck. Yeah.
Real Madrid. Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, George makes quite a good point in that comment you put there was about the penalty being the setup. All of us looked at it and went, "That's not a penalty." So he makes a good point from that side of things.
Well, I think live we all thought that, but on the replay, I can see why the ref. I can.
You can see why it was given, but at the same point, it was. I don't think there's enough contact for him to go down in that fashion at all.
Yeah, probably.
It didn't look like he was actually that was being intercepted in any shape or form. He just made the most of it. But a lot of the players did that tonight. To be fair, on both sides. So
we said earlier that in today's football, you know, that's just the way it is, and that's how IFAB and all the associations. That is the reality of it. Cheers, Anthony. Thanks, mate. Although we'll be mindful of Real Madrid's resolve and do feel that this will make them more likely to win. Yes, it's better, but any team can get result in major games. Yeah, spot on, mate. Totally agree. And as we've seen with Real Madrid, keep going about the knockout matches, but yeah, they've shown it. I don't know how many times they've had to dig deep and go to the bottom of the well, as it were. That saying, but yeah, I mean, I don't know how many barrels. I don't know how many barrels they've gone through. Do you know what I mean?
And even in this,
David Coleman, come out.
in these 2 legs, they haven't even been in the lead until the last couple.
Exactly. That's what that tweet from Richard was saying. Richard Joy from the Independent. They were behind for 178 minutes of the whole semi-final. So first leg, second leg, 180 minutes. They were ahead for 2 minutes.
It's bonkers, isn't it? It's absolutely mad. But like we said when we talked about it, Bill, right at the start when we watched the first the PSG Real Madrid first leg.
Yeah,
this is why we love football, because anything can happen.
Yeah,
absolutely anything. The only thing we haven't seen in these games are a red card, a naked stripper.
well, we might have done earlier,
but we've never seen it.
Didn't they?
and we haven't seen the UFO land. That's about we've seen everything else. We've seen penalties, we've seen fights, we've seen. Do you know what I mean? Those are the only things we ain't seen.
Well, exactly. And in terms of the styles of different legs, they were both really exciting and absorbing, but for different reasons.
Yeah,
completely. I mean, this leg, obviously not as many goals, but it was still you couldn't take your. I know we were chatting a little bit of bollocks at times, but it is but the quality of the match, you couldn't take your eye off it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And in the first leg, we're just like you blink or go and make a cup of tea, you fucking miss a goal. You know what I mean? Every few minutes or so. So,
well, Ross, if you'd have certainly done that in the first leg, you would have missed half of it.
Don't worry, mate. For the final, I'm going to have a whole row of cups of tea ready. Don't worry. It's a Saturday. I'll be having beers. So I'll be all right.
Cheers, George. Sterling made a tackle, won the ball, and even made a pass. Got a card. Yeah, he got a card, didn't he? Yeah. Phil Foden was taken down and fell twice in one play. No red cards. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. I agree. We were saying it. What was
the
it?
Ref did favour the Madrid, I think.
Completely. What was it? Who was it? The defender you were saying that ridiculous challenges he was making.
Nacho. Sorry,
not Nacho, but the other guy. Militao. Yeah. Could have been. Yeah, it's just it's great. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, it's like you can. I think. Yeah, there is. Like I said, there is an argument to say that, as I said earlier, that everything went City's way. In terms of a lot of the decisions, but that doesn't make any difference at the end of the day. It's what happens down here, isn't it? That's the most important bit out of the lot.
What, Russ?
Not my channel.
The scoreline.
Not this. I mean that is important, to be fair. But I'm
sub if you want. Yeah. But the very bottom, the scoreline, yeah, you are right. Yeah, I think we mentioned the defenders there. I think obviously rightly Rodrigo with his 2 goals, Benzema, brilliant penalty. But the defense for Real Madrid, I mean, the shift they put in and just
unreal.
The amount of, especially in that second half of extra time where they just restricted City to nothing.
Yeah, with Grealish, it's one goes in, it's over, isn't it?
It's this brick wall we're putting up. You get past us, and they Militao was very good. I think Nacho in for Alabo's carrying a knock.
I thought they Mendy were very good. Doing the goal line clearance.
Yeah,
Mendy was good. I think Carvajal obviously he got an assist for Rodrigo's header, so he's second.
Oh no, he wouldn't have done because it bounced off somebody else before it went to because you can see it. He set it up. He put the ball in, then it bounces off wherever it was, and then it goes onto Rodrigo's head, and then it goes in the back of the net. Yeah, so technically, he would have done, but
but he's defending 1-on-1 as good as well.
Yeah, no, agreed.
It was a good battle between him and Grealish, actually.
Absolutely.
Grealish come on.
And like we were saying throughout most of the game, it takes a lot, and I mean a hell of a lot, to make a team like City look that bad. It's unreal. It's absolutely unreal.
Yeah, no, 100%. All right, let's go back to the chat. Cheers, Anthony. Thanks, mate. Was criticising Real 5 minutes before the end. Simply still can't believe what I've just watched. Yeah, mate, ditto, mate. I'm tempted to just refresh my restart my PlayStation. Do you know what I mean? Or like,
Football Manager. Oh, I keep losing. Just keep playing till I win.
Yeah, yeah. Come on. Get the code in right. Get the code in right. Yeah. Let's go back. Cheers, George. City made the game attractive and worthy. English teams more entertaining to watch any day. Really sad though. Yeah, but I think Real Madrid plays some good stuff. You know, obviously they're not scintillating, as I say, of the days of the Galacticos with Roberto Carlos and Beckham and Ronaldo and Zidane, Figo. Do you know what I mean? But like, still got good players, and you know, let's just quick chat about man of the match. We haven't done that yet.
Well, we kind of talked about it, but we didn't actually go through.
We touched on it briefly, but I mean,
about 6 of them.
Let's pick someone, and anyone watches as well. The 48 guys, or guys and girls, let us know your thoughts as well, if you like. Man of the match. I mean, for you, Russ, it's hard to choose, isn't it?
There's plenty. I mean, he can finish is probably he did. I remember Rodrigo's game-changing substitution.
Yeah. You, JP?
I'm still saying finishes. I'm still putting that out there because you know me, Bill. I like to do it from whoever starts and whoever finishes the entire game. But I can't think of it. I mean, the substitutions were inspired to absolutely, and Rodrigo, he certainly helped change the game. But at the same point, I still can't think of anybody that put in so much application, so much hard work, being in the right place at the right times. 98% of the entire game, it's that he was on the pitch for. No, it's finishes for me. Russ, what are you doing?
I've got chocolates here.
Yeah,
I can't see what they are.
He's eating eclairs.
I'm balancing my laptop on a quality street tin. I like these ones.
I think, for me, I echo what you guys said. I think Vinicius had an outstanding game. It was really, really good. That was a really good battle between him and Walker tonight. And Vinicius, he kept running. He was so direct with the ball, wasn't he? But every time, go. And then Walker's obviously no slouch, and it was a really good battle between them two. And did he get an assist, Vinicius? No, he didn't. But I mean, he didn't, but like he was part of the build-up with everything that Real Madrid created tonight. He didn't want to come off it, which I can't blame him. But I thought he was outstanding. I thought obviously Rodrigo with the 2 goals, he will get the headlines with his 2 goals right at the end.
100%.
I think one under the radar was Casemiro.
Yep,
Casemiro. The midfield for Real Madrid was night and day from between tonight and the first leg last week.
Yeah,
there was a couple of times where Bernardo Silva, for the goal actually for Man City, that was the rare time in the whole 120 minutes where Man City had a bit of space in midfield, where it just opened up. But apart from that, I thought Casemiro put in a couple of naughty challenges, but that's what he does. That's what he's there to break up play and make tackles, and provide support for the more technical and gifted players that Modric and Kroos in particular. So, I thought he done very well. And so I think the subs for Madrid. Obviously, we talked about Rodrigo. I think who else come on? Camavinga, I think, made a difference when he come on as well.
Yeah. Very talented kid, very talented. He's impressed every game we've watched him play, and he's very impressive.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go back to the chat. This is a really good point. Cheers, Anthony. Subbing Mahrez off was a huge mistake by Pep. Fans apparently calling for Pep out already.
Oh, God.
Well, do you know what? I think with that one, sorry, JP, I agree, Anthony, and also with the subbing of De Bruyne as well.
That's where I was going to go with it. It's those two big points.
That early as well. It's just I think De Bruyne got subbed off just before or around the time that Mahrez scored. I think as well.
Yeah,
that's still too early. This game ain't over. Yeah. So yeah, I think that really good point, Anthony. Thanks, mate. Was you going to say something?
Just out of curiosity, who is City playing at the weekend? Because that's the only thing I can think of as to why City. They've got Newcastle at home. I'm sorry, but no, that doesn't equate to making those substitutions. So spot on, 100%.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Cheers, George. Liverpool have one trophy doesn't mean they will win anymore. That's football, guys. Yeah, exactly. And the next round can change anything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and as we've seen, the Real Madrid know how to get it done in the knockout stages, and they've won 12 or 13 Champions League / European Cups in their history. So they definitely know how to get it done in this competition. And Ancelotti definitely knows how to get done the amount of trophies and Champions Leagues he's won in his illustrious career, I should say. Let's go back. Cheers, George. Thanks, mate. Grealish played well. He did. Yeah, looks ready to go for the weekend as a striker. The semi could end up ridiculous. Kevin knows. Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, that's why I'm surprised he got subbed off that early. Could you have subbed someone else off at that time? I think so. But to
be honest with you, Bill, if you'd made any others and taken anyone off, we'd still question it.
Yeah,
especially if it's the midfield three, you'd question it 100%.
I agree, but I think De Bruyne is a special case. I think.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I know what you're saying, and I agree actually. It's just De Bruyne is like head and shoulders the best midfielder at Man City. So and they're probably in the league. So
as we're saying, man, if that thinking was to give him time to rest for Sunday, Guardiola's head's in the wrong place, completely in the wrong place.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Well, I'm sure. I don't know if they've spoken to the managers yet, but I'd imagine that'd be a question. If that's not, Des Kelly is very good at asking questions, so I'd be shocked if he doesn't bring that up.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see the next hour or so what everyone says. But I'll be if he says that he needs the time, or if it's something like he felt a little bit of a twinge and stuff, fair enough. But it's complete bollocks if it is, because you could see De Bruyne's face when he was coming off, not happy in any shape or form. And likewise with Mahrez, Mahrez almost looked puzzled as to why he was coming off. So
yeah, no, exactly. I'm just scrolling through Twitter. The journalist Fabrizio Romano, the very good journalist, mentioned a quote.
People up.
Mentioned a quote that Ancelotti said to Movie Staff. It's a publication. He said, "No, I don't smoke cigars. It was only a photo of my friends. Yeah, yes, these players are my friends." That picture, I think we've all seen of Ancelotti with a cigar and a few of the Real Madrid players. But I think that's a symbol of the tight knit team dynamic, which obviously over the years you wouldn't necessarily associate with Real Madrid sides, with the Galacticos and all that, and the egos and stuff. It seemed to be playing. The players aside with no egos, like if all the players track back, Benzema's running around. If Vinicius is tracking back, do you know what I mean? And there's a real pragmatism to the way they play, as well as the attacking, obviously flair that that's clear in abundance.
And again, that's one of the reasons why we're talking about Vinicius being man of the match was because again he was everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And I know I made a bit of light of it in the while we talk about it during the game, but it was genuinely like someone's got a magnet under his feet, because he's always at the right place at the right time. Yeah,
it was. Yeah, and I think if you compare, obviously Real Madrid knocked out PSG, but in terms of how Real Madrid play as a team, obviously they've got talented players, but for it's acting like the whole was greater than the sum of their parts. If you look at PSG. Their front three is frightening in comparison to Real Madrid's Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. But do they play as a team? Well, no. That's hence why PSG have never got to a final. Do you know what I mean? So, and they've had a few collapses, which you can put down to a lack of determination and teamwork amongst Bottle and other things.
Discipline,
Discipline, yeah, great word, mate. Great word. Cheers, guys, in the chat. Happens with Kevin more than once. He has a good brain for 90 minutes. We lost focus for seconds and lost the game. You guys are great and very smart. No, cheers, George. Appreciate that.
Don't know about that.
two of us are anyway, but
which true. That's up to play.
Exactly. Yeah.
So cheers, Anthony. Cheers, Anthony. Mentioning George. I agree. Still great to be with Charles for remaining trophies. No matter how the season ends, I'll be a proud Red. Yeah, you should be, mate, to be fair. As for man of the match, I agree with Vinicius. Had a great game. Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah. I think it's weird. Real Madrid Liverpool is. I still find it weird to say Real Madrid are the underdogs. I just can't get down. But it's true though. But like, it's just. But that's obviously that shows obviously how Real Madrid, how they are at this stage in their development under Ancelotti, but also how far Liverpool are ahead of most teams.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
no, absolutely, completely agree with you, mate. And that's the thing. It's just that's why we were talking about it earlier about what Liverpool's run was, and it was easier than Real Madrid. So from that point of view, but yeah, it just shows the heavyweights of Europe and what you do. And as George was saying there, you know, if all it takes is a few seconds. We've spoken about that in the previous games as well. With where Benzema has attacked a ball that nobody else was thinking about, and he's there and he's scoring the goal.
Yeah. I think what a couple of things for Real Madrid which might play into their hands ahead of the finals. Obviously, Liverpool are still well in the title race, and Real Madrid have sewn it up already. But also with Liverpool there, I mean, I'm sure Anthony would agree that Liverpool's squad is a lot stronger, or certainly 4 years ago, than when they last played Real Madrid in the final.
Absolutely.
But
I mean, let's not forget that was Trent Alexander-Arnold's debut season as well. That first semi-final, wasn't it? That just shows how that was. So we're talking 4 years ago.
Yeah,
so it just shows how far he's come and how far Liverpool have come in that period of time. Because obviously, you know, because they got to Liverpool won the Europa League, if I remember right, didn't they?
No.
Oh no, they look.
I remember them being at the final. I can't remember the result, but
in Klopp's first season, they
lost the final.
Lost to Sevilla.
That's right. Yeah, because I remember
Karius was in goal for that Champions League final, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. Well, Benzema will be gutted that he's like, you got Alisson in goal for Liverpool.
Yeah, but no, mate, might be Adrian again.
Oh no, it'd be the Kelleher, who's very good actually. But I think that might play into Real Madrid's hands a little bit. That Liverpool still got some real tough games to go, but the squad depth that Liverpool have in all the departments now is frightening. Like the fact that Diaz was on the bench and come on, you know, they've got like, especially in the forward line, Liverpool have got 5 world-class forwards now: Salah, Mane, Jota, Diaz. Who's the other one? Firmino. You're not world class now, but like it's still very high. They've got other, Origi. Elliott can play there as well, so it's frightening. And midfield as well. You've got Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago's getting better with every game he plays.
Yeah.
Navigator.
Great shout. Yeah, Milner still going strong. So they've got.
Is it Diaz as well? Is it?
Diaz. Yeah, I mentioned Diaz. Yeah. So
and then, but even so, you look at their back line as well. Very, very good back line. Trent Alexander-Arnold's been kicking on. And
exactly, I think Real Madrid, if they haven't already, they would have looked at, and I'm sure they will in the next few weeks. Look at how Villarreal are very limited in terms of attacking ability. How they got behind Liverpool in that first half, and at the back and at the post marking, obviously Alexander-Arnold and Robertson are fantastic going forward, but there is still that susceptibility at the back.
Absolutely, completely agree.
You had Capoue and Coquelin, who are not exactly known for their goal scoring ability or just general ability in it anyway, and like getting on the score sheets. And yesterday you kind of think, well, maybe that's something, especially we're talking about battles earlier with Vinicius and Walker. That is an insane battle for Vinicius and Alexander-Arnold. You know, assuming they're obviously both fit. You know, obviously if they both start, which I'm sure they will. But like that's where the space is for Madrid to exploit down the sides, and which was something that West Ham JP. That's what we exploited when we played Liverpool at London Stadium earlier in the season.
Absolutely, 100%. Ballon Dawson as well, for that matter. But
exactly right. All right, let's go to the. There's a few more comments. Cheers, guys, for everyone sticking around. This game finished ages ago. I don't want to finish it. There's still 20 people.
I know we do have lives and jobs to go to tomorrow, guys. Remember.
See it. Oh, it's a bleed out, lad. Oh, I said I'll just look at this. A Liverpool fan. Cheers, mate. Capital letters. Love it. Cheers, Anthony. Thanks, mate. But did show an interesting drop for the first 45 minutes of yesterday's game. Hopefully that was just a blip. Every game is exciting at the moment. Yeah, absolutely, mate. And another one. Liverpool set now to find pure quality. It's definitely made us a force in recent years, and that's the thing that like people talk about Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool spent money. Yeah, they have. That comparison with them and Everton, a similar amount of profit made or turnover or money spent. Can't remember the exact.
Certainly spend, that's for sure. Certainly spend.
And look, but it's about how you know, every single player that Liverpool bought. There been any failures whatsoever?
Yeah.
Can honestly, you're talking about years now. This isn't like a one or two couple windows will have got struck lucky. They've been sustained success for a number of years now. Anthony will probably back me up, but I think it'd be interesting to see what happens at the end of the season when Michael Edwards leaves, because he's been a major part of their success in terms of the transfers and the, you know, that sort of committee that they have. Whether he'll get replaced, I mean, obviously he said he's leaving, but they need to get someone who's equally as good, which I'm sure they will if they haven't already. Like Paul Mitchell, for example, I think he might go Man United, but like that sort of caliber of technical director or sort of analysis, like scouting, if they could get someone of that ability. But and then Diaz might be the signing that wins Liverpool this quadruple or the Champions, or maybe another trophy or two. Anyway, they've got one in the bank, obviously, but like. We've seen it before, like it's going back a while now, but Newcastle, when they signed a Spria in 97. Now, a very good player, and obviously I'm going to go on Premiership years and stuff, obviously, but like in terms of how he was a good player, but they had to fit that Kevin Keegan had to fit him in, and it sort of disrupted them a little bit because everyone goes on about Newcastle while they didn't defend very well. They didn't, but I think Jamie Carragher brought it up from M&F Monday Night Football. They actually didn't score that many goals in the second half of the season.
Yeah, defending him with Ferdinand and Shearer, didn't they?
Yeah, not Shearer, not that season. It was no, not that season. It was Ferdinand and
Ferdinand was definitely there.
Beardsley, I think it might have been Peter Beardsley, but Liverpool brought in Diaz, and look at the difference he's made. Like, do you know what I mean? You're talking like someone at the top of their game who's just made an instant impact, and like. If they didn't have signed him, it'd be interesting to see what you think, Anthony. But if they didn't sign Diaz, would they be in the positions they are? They might have done, but I would question it personally.
It's a good point, mate. Because at the end of the day, we had City were in this position. Liverpool were in this position with City three years ago. You know, because they were literally going down to the wire, it being a point between the two teams for the majority of the. Last 2 months of the season, for example. But yes, having a player like Diaz in there is going to help, and he's got a lot of potential. I wouldn't say he's at the top of his game yet. I mean, he's unbelievably good. Yeah. But next season, I think he's really, really going to kick on. I think we are genuinely going to see, if Liverpool don't do it this season and they keep hold of the majority of the squad that they've got and reinforce a couple of places, and if City don't sort themselves out in recruitment again, because you could argue to a degree they didn't have the best of summer transfer windows. Yes, all right, they spent a lot of money, but they didn't really bring in that much quality in terms of.
They still haven't technically got a centre forward.
Exactly. On either way, so we're fine. This is the thing. This is the fact that if they do bring in a quality striker, which they probably won't be able to afford.
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Then yeah, it's all for Liverpool. But I hate to say it, but I don't want it to be City and Liverpool every single season.
Yeah.
We're turning into La Liga at that point, and and Ligue 1 and all the rest of it, where it's two teams that stand out over the rest of the side. I want it to be a bit more even-handed than that.
But it was like when it was Arsenal and Man United, it's Fergie and Wenger. As long as those two managers are there, it's very likely it will stay the same.
I totally agree, Russ. I totally agree. Yeah, I think as long as a lot of pundits are saying it, and I agree, as long as one of Pep and Klopp are in the Premier League, I think one of them, they'd be the favourites. But as long as they're both in the division, I mean, they've got the best managers, got the best squads. Unless you have like an injury crisis that Liverpool had last season with Van Dijk, Gomez, Matip, all being injured for a sustained period. Do you know what I mean? Unless you get something freakish like that, then they're going to be right up there every season.
I mean, as I say, I want it to be up there every season. Of course, it's what makes it interesting, but not like it is with the Formula One, where you've got one racer that's out a minute and a half ahead of everybody else. It's not a race. You're not racing at that point. You're just waiting for the race to be over. And that's what and that's what I'm saying about the Premier League. This is why I like it going down to a couple of points or a game here and there can easily sway it. But not because I've got a horrible feeling it will come a point where it's just really gonna. Because what's the advantage between Liverpool and Chelsea? So 7 or 8 points.
More than that.
Well, do you know what? I don't even. Let's just have a quick look.
I'll have a look now. So where are we? So
it's more than that.
24 points. That's what I'm talking about.
It's 16.
Yeah, Chelsea are on 66 points and Liverpool on 82.
16.
So 16 points. So that's the point. If it was down to a couple of games worth, then it's more entertaining. But to have it the season, and that's why I don't like watching terrestrial channels, because that's all they talk about is Liverpool City, and this is there's other stuff going on at the minute.
Yeah, exactly right. Let's we'll finish in a few minutes, lads. We're just getting 11:30.
4 hours, mate.
Right, we'll finish off quickly. Let's go back to the chat quickly. So, cheers, George. I think Bernardo was better than Vinicius today, as he made some great recovers defensively. He was involved in every attack. Also drew a lot of fouls on off the ball. He was good today. I think Bernardo was probably, I'd probably say City's man of the match, I'd say. But I think overall, I think Vinicius was better than him personally.
George is a decent opinion.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, that's fair enough. So cheers, Anthony. So Diaz is like pure gold. Yeah, it's definitely made a difference. Last night showed how important he is to us. As soon as he enters the pitch, it was clear he belonged. Anyway, great stream. Thanks, Anthony. Pretty sure your thoughts on the chat, mate. Appreciate it. And to you, George, and everyone watched as well. Good show, guys. Really enjoyed it. Thanks very much. All right, anything else? We've covered everything we can indeed.
Absolutely bugger all to talk about now, mate. We've really flogged this dead horse. The game finished about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah. All right, nice one. Well, JP, Russ, thanks for joining, lads. Really appreciate it. Thanks very much. And thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for all your comments in the live chat. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, leave us a thumbs up, and if you're new around here, subscribe to Garage Football for more watch-alongs, vlogs, interviews, other football content. If you're a fan of West Ham or just in general of football content, subscribe to JP's channel. The links in the description below. So thanks everyone. We'll see you soon. All the best. Take care.